All right. How's everyone doing? Are we ready to jump right in?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Hell yeah.
I'm not emotionally ready.
There's a lot of emotions we got to unpack this session before we're ready for season 2.
Roleplay ready.
All right.
Currently, I'm too stable, and I need to be more unstable before I can play this character.
Well, that's what alcohol's for. But we could also start off with a recap to remind us why we should be unstable. Does anyone want to help us out with that? Any number of us can jump in, and you all will get inspiration.
So we fought this monkey folk called Kenya, and she was threatening the she was saying that Ursur does not deserve to live because apparently we're stealing the resources of the
No, that's very good. Could someone remind us what the spirit tree was doing exactly?
The spirit tree was sapping life from the spirits in order to put up some sort of wall to prevent an infernal flood.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenya thought that the death of the spirits was worse than a flood, so she was going to destroy the tree and then cause a flood to come to Oizir.
Yes.
And we decided that maybe this was a bit hasty, and tried to talk her down to find some other answer, but she wouldn't listen, so we had to fight it out.
Yeah. And so she resolved herself to almost forsake Orzir, the land that had sort of kidnapped her and treated her unfairly. There's a lot about the Dancing Leaf Monastery that he also discovered about how it's not the best place in terms of how they've treated monkey folk over the years. And to be a bit more specific, the spirit tree had been channeling excess spiritual energy that would have leaked out normally into Orzir, right? That would allow spirits to pass through.
Yeah.
But over the years, it's been sucking out more and more, which has started affecting the spirit realm's ecosystem, right? Blinking smaller spirits out of existence and draining larger spirits. You guys made a stand, made an oath, right? And though Kenya had already begun her process and could not turn back, you guys decided that you would find a way to help both realms. And so you couldn't just, destroy the spirit tree now, because that doesn't give you guys room to think and help both realms.
And we did defeat her. Good old Ind started talking for the first time. And he bonded with the tree, and now he's in a situation where he's basically part of the tree and working with the tree to keep the protections complete for he says he can do it for 3 years before it'll start kind of getting unbalanced. So that's our timeline to find out what to do to find a third solution that doesn't hurt either world.
Mm-hmm. And Ind specifically also let you all know that he would address the balance, he would keep the flow of spiritual energy from taking any more lives of any more spirits, but in return, he is eating away his own spiritual energy and life force. So it's 3 years until he himself ceases to exist. But knowing that... Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Knowing that he can put his trust in his newfound family, he told you, he put his trust in you, he gave you his core, which he no longer needed, considering he was bonded to the spirit tree now, and so you have almost a version of him that you could bring back to life. We skipped over this at the very end, but he gifted Koya, who had taken very good care of him, a branch of the spirit tree itself, as well, and then transported you all as things crumbled in the temple itself through the spirit tree into the land that it was connected to, someplace in Orzir. As you recall, as we jump into this a bit, the spirit tree melding with it is not an easy process. In fact, it was very strenuous for those of you that like melded minds for a moment just to try and see some memories. From what you've seen of Kinya and of Ind, it is even more so. It like absorbs the essence of those involved. You guys are literally blending, even for just a moment, your minds, your essence, everything with the spirit tree, such that it can travel through its roots into the realm of where it's connected, somewhere else in Orzir where you'd be safe. Ind tried his best to make the journey a comfortable one, but there's only so much you can do. To start off, I need a Constitution saving throw from all of you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Getting right into it.
Constitution. If you're new to it, you just click the Constitution at the top of your character sheet and it prompts you. Saving throw.
Oh, thanks.
Wait, what?
I need a Constitution saving throw color, because as you are being merged with the being of the spirit tree, even if it's just for a moment, you're being spasmed through all these senses and feelings and transported somewhere in Orzir. It's not a precise magic, but it is saving your lives, though strenuously.
Koya shows up without a win.
It is an ability check, right?
Yeah, it is a saving throw. So you click Constitution and then...
Shit, I rolled an ability check.
It's okay.
Color is still private.
My accent too.
Was I supposed to make it private?
You don't have to, but I can see it. It's alright.
Okay.
Noelle rolled a 15 total. Color, you would add your proficiency to this as your barbarian, which would go up to a 13.
Okay.
Unfortunately, only Ken and Noelle succeeded on this, which means everyone but them is taking 16 points of force damage. You guys are taking 8.
Oh.
I don't think I would have hold up.
Is this one falling?
If this is post battle, I am not alive.
Your character sheets are updated, so with the health you had post battle. You guys did not have a chance to heal.
It still has some damage.
Yeah.
Do I on my
Is Koya just
points?
die?
No.
There's not death, but if you fail the save, right, and are at 0 HP, you're unconscious. If you fail the save at all, actually, you're unconscious.
Oh
No.
Oh. So
So-
three of us are just like unconscious.
Yes, so at least 3 of you are unconscious at the moment as you minds meld with the tree and you see shards of memories, so many of all the people in the land that have lived through the years.
Heck.
And it all just goes black as everything melds together. Noelle, do you have enough HP to stay conscious?
Wait, was I injured?
You took 8 points.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, so Noelle is awake. Ken,
Same.
right,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
awake.
fine.
You two find yourselves next to your companions within a long tunnel of sorts. Right? It's dark. Noelle, you can see thanks to your dark vision, but you find yourselves here, and I will show you. Your companions are unconscious next to you. Even those that have 0 HP aren't dying, they're not bleeding out, they're simply unconscious at 0 HP. They're not making death saves, just as you're aware.
Ken starts freaking out.
Even if we had enough HP hit points to not fall unconscious,
Yes.
are we are unconscious?
If you fail the save, you take full
What's-
damage and go unconscious.
Oh, gotcha.
And so it's just Ken and Noelle who are awake as you jump to your feet.
People need dark vision here. I can't see anything. It's too dark.
Well, too bad.
Roll to see if Noelle landed on her feet.
Yeah. It's like you melded out of the rock itself, and Noelle, from the ceiling, you come pouncing down, landing on your feet.
Whoa. Alright, where
Ken starts freaking out.
happened?
Are you guys okay? He's gonna check on these three.
All right, they seem all right.
Ken literally it cannot see anything. Is that supposed to be happening?
Yes, Ken does not have dark vision.
Can I light a torch, please?
Okay, you go for the torch and you pat for it, but then another light catches your eye, Ken. I'm gonna lower this volume because it is very high. Okay, good. Noel, what else are you doing, by the way, as Ken sees something, and I'll get to him in a second.
I guess she's looking around. She sees Ken moving around.
Yeah, you can see everyone.
With his hands out
full
wide,
vision.
like, where am I?
Oh, Ken, I'm over here. So I'll walk over and like hold his hand. Be like, the rest are, I think they're unconscious. They're on the ground.
Ken,
Oh, no, are they okay? What happened? What do I see?
as you are saying this and are looking, and you suddenly, your hand goes slack in Noel's grasp, right? As you see light emanating, and it is swirling, and you see a figure standing on what appears to be a root in the cave, right? That just jutted out from the wall or rock cropping. You're not sure. And it looks at you. It's just huddled there, looking in your direction. It's my
And
fault.
where are you going?
You see it looking into its hands, almost like dejected. It's my fault. It looks up at you. I killed him. I saw it. I killed him.
It's not your fault. It's we didn't do anything.
I killed you.
Ken's just gonna collapse over here. No, we didn't do that. We didn't. Not these hands. No.
I
No,
killed
someone
you.
else.
But why? And he looks at you like eye to eye, and you see memories just sparking through your mind, right? Everything from your time as Ken, your time with Ken, and your time as Ether. But that doesn't mean you can kill me. And you see his face just go gaunt, and he disappears from in front of you.
Okay, good start.
And are you okay? I think it'd be better to stay over here.
Ken's like staring at his hands like he thinks there's blood on them. Says, I killed him? These hands? Did I kill him?
Noelle's like not sure what to do. She's like, well, Ken is up, so she's gonna check on the rest of the party.
Okay. You make me a medicine check as you look them over.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Oops. I need to be on this tab. All right. You look through all of them, and they have definitely suffered quite a few wounds during the battle. They still have burn marks and scars. But you see, it's just like more of their life essence almost seems to have been taken with them as it combined with a larger pool of spiritual energy. And so breaking away from that, from the spirituality that you all came from, you feel that junting. It takes you a couple minutes, and as Ken is experiencing this, you take a sec, but you slowly bring everyone to consciousness. Everyone, if you have 0 HP, you can go up to 1 HP.
Are you alright?
I had a weird dream.
Oh.
And kind
I feel like it felt like a dream.
He hears
Where
people's
are we?
voices.
Not sure yet. We're in like a tunnel.
I am attempting to go back to the group. Tell me when I hit somebody.
You're about to
Very
hit.
dark.
You're about to
Okay.
hit. Key.
Alright. My hands just like hit key. I'm like, is everyone okay? As I'm like patting him, trying to find out where I am.
Watch it.
Can I light
I'm
a
all,
torch,
I'm
please?
all, I'm all bruised and sore all over.
Key. By the way, you also can't see shit, I think.
Oh right. I don't have to finish.
Can I say out of character for a second here that apparently can carry 255 pounds of weight.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh,
Amazing.
God damn, woman.
You
She
strong.
lives. She lives sometimes.
Mm.
Anyways, sorry.
Am I supposed to not be able to move my token?
Oh, shit. Let me
Or is
check
just
that.
me?
Oh yeah, me neither. I don't think I can. Oh no, I can. I'm just very, very laggy.
Let me
Jeez, I'm
check.
laggy as fuck.
Okay, there we go. I think.
Oh no, I moved
No?
it just to check.
Oh, okay.
Technical difficulties. One moment.
This video is sponsored by Skillshare, the
Yes.
most iconic
Spill.
Skillshare. It's Bounty, but 10 times better.
Nice.
With Skillshare, you just need one wipe of Skillshare, and you just and you wipe the stain, it's gone. Like it literally just like astral projected into nothingness, and you don't have a stain on your table. Coffee, juice, it doesn't matter. Alcohol, doesn't matter. You can just wipe it with a single sheet of Skillshare. And
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be really
Can I ask something? Sorry for interrupt. Ooh. Is there a way for me to make it a little bit less laggy? I know I already lowered the performance mode.
Let's see real quick. We'll do a little tech stop. Configure settings. Go to core settings.
Yeah.
Turn off light source animation. Zoom texture anti-aliasing.
Okay.
That should help a bit. You're on low performance right now?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Let me try the light animation. It's still a little laggy, not gonna lie, but I think it's getting better.
Yeah.
Next time I'll restart my computer so I can.
Wow.
Yeah, also do me a favor, you can turn on show FPS meter and just let me know your FPS so I have a gauge of what might be able to fix it.
Okay, 1 minute.
Can you move your token by the way, Seth?
no, arrows or WASD don't work.
K-
Maybe it's because I'm stuck between the wall and Cordelia.
Okay, well now.
Right
Mm,
now,
no,
my
not.
FPS is 3.30.
That
Yeah,
is
I
not
still
good.
can't move it.
Huh?
Huh.
I
Try
don't know what
refreshing for me real quick, Saf, and then I will look into some more settings for color.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay. That's the one problem. No, what's this other problem?
3.30.
That is bad.
Oh no, wait, no, not the villager noises.
Huh.
Oh, did I just mess up?
8 of 8.
Turn off. Go in configure settings. Just turn off a bunch of stuff. Let's see if I can turn off the animations for you too. Yeah, in core settings you can turn off like enable chat bubbles. Don't turn off game canvas because that's important. That's important. Lower your max frame rate.
Token vision animation?
Yes, turn that off. Token drag vision? Oh, that shouldn't be anything.
What frame rate should I put on? put it on?
Put it to 30. At least maybe hopefully capping at 30 will help out a bit.
Okay. Yeah, everything else is turned off except for. Oh wait, do I need to turn on disable game canvas?
Keep that on. Keep that off.
Okay.
Because that lets you see.
Yeah, I
the
gotta
map.
see. I gotta see the canvas. Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, we'll try this a bit. If it doesn't still work, there'll be other workarounds we can try. I'm not sure why you're specifically having lag. Are you running anything else on your computer at the moment?
Chrome, but Chrome is kinda.
Yeah,
You
that
got
should be
a
fine.
couple of tabs open, yeah.
Okay, we'll try right now. Let me know if the FPS stays like below 10.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sorry, where were we? Everyone's awake now. Ken walks over and almost trips on Key, monkey senses, backs away a bit. Go. Oh,
Guys, I can't see. It's dark.
Open your eyes, Key.
wow.
I did, and it still didn't work.
For the
Oh,
people who
Mike's
have
for me.
dark vision, what can we see?
You see you are in a tunnel of sorts that leads out, and you can see a bit of light coming from what seems to be an entrance about 60-80 feet in not that steep of an incline out.
Do we see something? Well, this water space. It's not really swimmable, is it?
There's a bit of trickling water, but it's not like it's connected to anything that you can see.
You guys, we should maybe
who
follow the
can
light.
see?
I think everyone can see the light, maybe.
Well, is it? Can everybody see the light? Is it like a little twinkle?
It's a bit more, but you can see like shadows elongating from that direction and whatnot.
Yeah.
There, that's Ken's torch. It's very yellow at the moment.
I'm gonna
Yo, my
grab.
face is erased.
I'm gonna grab Keys and Ken's other hand that is not holding the torch, and I'm gonna be like, "Let's go. We should follow the light." Are we dead? Oh my god, are we
I'll take
dead?
the lead.
We might be dead. I'm
Um,
gonna look down at my hand, and it's like chalk white again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus, and it's gonna turn back to like a normal tan color.
As you turn it back into the tan color, once again in your mind this time you hear, "Don't kill me again."
me?
I didn't. Ken's just muttering under his breath, like, "No, it wasn't me. It was the guards, right? It wasn't. I didn't.
Okay.
Was it me? It's me, no.
And we bring you,
No, I don't want to."
as you step outside of where you were. Oh shit, this doesn't have vision. Let me turn on vision for this. Oh, it's anticlimactic. You hear the music before the view.
Damn, this sounds like The Sims. It is The Sims. No, it's not. Sorry.
There we go. You see before you, you come out of a cave at the top of a sort of hill past a cliff, and for a moment you're all starstruck as you see a vision before you. You see a magnificent city that stretches far and high, grander than you've seen before. You find yourselves within the bounds of a majestic city sitting atop the water surface. In the distance, far to the north and east, you see two massive dams that seem to be holding back a vast lake, and realize the city itself, that you seem to be in now, sits itself within a colossal crater. Opulent spires rise from islands connected by stone bridges, and the architecture appears to reach higher and higher towards the heavens as it approaches a central point. The islands themselves appear to be in the shape of teardrops, pointed outwards, out of the crater, petals that diminish in size as the structures become more and more grand. And you realize that the city you're in almost looks like a lotus sitting on top of the water.
Ken has never seen a city before.
So does anyone recognize where we are yet?
Do any of us have any memory of this city in a crater?
Well, I'll let you either make a perception check or a history check. Your choice.
I will choose to not break any of them.
I will roll.
Yeah, history
Ken
check
doesn't
if you feel like
recognize
you're traveled. Perception check if you're just looking for clues.
Ken just stumbles towards it, reaches a hand out. It's just it's a city on the water.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
it sure does.
That tiny group. High five.
Hey, let's get it.
Very nice start.
Very different rules.
Oh yeah.
Good job, team. You tried.
Noelle, you have been in your mountains, as has Key, for a long time. You've known forest, you know even the monasteries. This is grander on a scale than you've ever seen before. You saw Calcrit, and that was a bit surprising to both of you, but each of these islands themselves could be their own Calcrit. They're all joined together as if one community coming together. Cordelia and Koya, you put the clues together, because Cordelia, even though you haven't traveled here, you have heard word, because all roads on this continent bring trade through here. Koya, you can see the spires, and Cordelia picks these out too. The flags, the symbols, very familiar colors. You see whites, you see blues, you see golds. You see the symbol of the sacrosanct rising high from the central spires as the lotus of the city rises higher and higher, the opulent spires at the very center. You see more and more flags as you get to the grander stage. And you put it together in your heads. You are in the capital of what could be said Orzier. You are in Felicity.
I'm gonna kind of glance at Cordelia and look back at the city. Well, if I am not mistaken, this appears to be Orzier's capital.
Yeah, it's Felicity. I've only really heard about it, but it's way more beautiful than it has been described to me, to be honest. Everything is so clean. And I don't feel like I fit in, to be honest.
You fit in everywhere, Miss Cordelia.
Oh,
Do have faith in yourself.
my goodness. I just I turn to the other side and I blush a little bit. My cheeks blush. Shall we, and I look at the party. Shall we go find somewhere to rest, maybe? Ask how we ended up here. Honestly, I feel kind of tired after what happened before coming here.
Kind of glance at Ken, who's kind of going through it, and and perhaps we should find somewhere on the outskirts of this magnificent city. We do not, if you do not recall, we were still under the eye of Inquisitor Leon.
Yeah.
Being in the capital of who was keeping an eye on us would probably not be a good idea.
Ah, for sure. No,
We should
probably
disguise ourselves.
Yeah, we should probably find a something to. I think we are pretty eye-catching, and although the city seems so shiny, shimmering, and splendid, maybe it will be wise
There's
to
so many
follow
people.
Koya's.
How could anybody
idea.
find us in such a big group of people?
Wouldn't be
Any-
surprised if the church found its ways.
Mhm.
I want to look around. DM, is there? And I'm pretty sure, like, knowing that it is the capital, there is definitely going to be some villages around. Would there be any that particularly would be close by?
Well, based on your nat 20 perception checks, this is what you notice now looking a bit more closer at your area. You guys seem to be in almost a parkish area at the center of one of these islands or boroughs that's part of the city. You're further out, you're not near the center where it seems to get more and more grand, and there's quite a few buildings and areas and districts you can see on the coast as well as surrounding this park area. Based on that nat 20 perception check for both of you, you guys notice and start picking out details of each of the borough you're on as well as the boroughs nearby, that there appears to be at least one sacrosanct flag in each place, but they're not all connected to grand structures. It seems at the very least there is at least one temple on each of these boroughs, but some are smaller and they seem to get bigger as you get closer to whatever the center of this crater is. But at the moment you seem to be on a more quieter district. There doesn't seem any huge castles or buildings on the borough you're on.
We can start here and look for we can take our rest and think of where to go from here.
Yeah.
I think rest is a good idea right now.
Mhm.
You guys hear a very loud rumble. And
Somebody's hungry for food.
And food. Rest and food.
that would be nice.
As you all make the decision to seek out rest, you start walking down what appears to be a trail. This appears to be like a hiking trail that quite a few people go down, and you do see families and civilians just walking down, enjoying a day at the park. There's a mother and father with their kid just like looking at some flowers. There's an elderly couple feeding some ducks. You walk through them and you do get some like glances, but other people seem to be just enjoying the day and more involved with, getting on with, their day off. You make your way down and you can see where the streets open. Oh shit, I need to fix this vision.
You do not own any token with vision in this scene.
Yeah.
As we're walking, I'm going to pull Cordelia back. My pink buddy. No. And I'm gonna look up at
The
him.
moon and the sea.
Yeah. And I'm gonna like glance at the others and then glance at her, and I'm gonna be like, "You saw Lord Arkenfield's state."
Yeah,
It's
I.
fine.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, I just
That's an
imagine
overstatement.
Ken answering that under his breath, like he heard.
Yeah.
Right.
I cannot imagine what he saw in the spirit tree did him good. And then I look back, I look at like Key and Noelle, and I look back up at her. And I believe what you all may have seen. If we are to figure out what to do next, then if everybody is comfortable, I believe perhaps a talk is more in order.
I do agree. I feel like at this point, everyone is still processing their feelings, including me. And I just like look at everyone ahead of me, and then look at Koya, and I'm like, so I feel like it's wise to go for a talk, but maybe let us rest. Including you, Koya. You need to rest as well.
As you look
I
at
know,
Koya,
I
he is like, actually, he has 1
Yeah.
HP. He is not doing well.
Yeah,
There's like a long cut
Openly
like
bleeding.
across his cheek, and
Yeah.
like his kimono is like singed. Like part of like his lower half is just like completely in tatters, and his legs are like showing through the tatters of his kimono.
I just like very respectfully reach and I kind of caress his cheek a little bit, like, I'm like, you need to rest as well. I know you're worrying about everyone else, but I think for us to help anyone else, we need to be able to help ourselves first.
That is true.
But we will definitely have a talk. There's some visions that I had that tree kind of gave me. I'm not sure how to describe it, Koya. I'm like a little confused, to be honest. But yeah.
I understand. Please take time to process what you have seen. But who knows? Maybe what you have seen will determine what we do next.
As you continue to talk and consider the long day you've just gone through, you walk into the streets and see dozens of people wandering around. This is definitely tons of people live here, and they're just going about their day, some occupying storefronts, some just wandering and walking through on the way to more business. As Koya and Cordelia are talking and Ken is dealing with his own mind, could Key and Noelle give me insight checks?
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
All right. Key and Noelle, it's a bustling city, and as you look around, you see, I don't know what you would expected, right? You kind of half expected just a bunch of Commander Leons or a bunch of Paladins, but no, this is a vibrant city. There's kids playing, there's people talking and chatting, full of life. It's just a lot of people are laughing and just like, having merry conversation. You notice there's certainly humans here. There's some people that look half elvish in nature. There's individuals that are halfling as well as gnomish. You kind of get the distinct that that's sort of the population and what it's like as you wander through. Are you guys looking for a place to rest? Are you looking for a tavern or something like that?
Yeah, a place to rest.
Yeah, we
And
are.
food for Key.
Food for the monkey.
Well, whoever wants to be leading the effort can make an investigation check.
Well, I can do that.
Okay. It's anyone
Can I
want to? Yeah, help. And so one of you can roll with advantage.
Let's see. Oh, that's good.
Oh, and
I'm
then
gonna roll again just.
the way you
since
can
I
roll
have-
for advantage and in chat, there's a plus sign if you hover over your roll, and you can click
I
that.
saw. Oh wait, maybe I can do like this. And then wait, I click advantage.
If you hover over the investigation in chat, there should be a plus sign. Let me see.
Wait, there's an investigation in chat. I just used
You rolled the 19, right? If you hover over that bubble, there should be a plus sign to the right.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay,
so we
okay,
keep
got
the
it, got it.
19. 19's pretty good. You see, food-wise, first for Key, you see a number of shops and things. There's bakeries, there's hot, like skewers for sale, chicken, pork, beef. There seems to be a lot of option here. Like, the city is definitely sees a lot of trade and a lot of surplus of supplies, fresh fruit, all sorts of things. And as you're looking around, really trying to find your way about, Cordelia, you hear a voice call out to you. One moment. Let's see. Where is it?
Whomst?
Oops.
Oops.
Whomst? Ardo?
I don't use that.
Let me do this.
You
Since
phone.
we have some
New city, who this?
New city, who dis? This is what I'll do. Let me put your tokens here, just so we have more visual aid for RP.
Yes.
Oh, also, some of y'all are like bloody and burned and scarred, so probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does anybody have like prestidigitation or something like that?
We're all Martial.
You're asking
I know.
martial
I
characters.
think I'm seriously considering like multi-classing just so we have any like casters because even though I'm a barbarian, I don't even cast too much. Well, I don't
Balance,
cast
never
at
heard of
all.
her.
Well, you see an individual calls out to you and approaches you, Cordelia, from the right. A dwarven individual who calls out, "No, don't you all come across as new to the city?" And walks over. Well, perhaps it's just a blood. Apologies if I'm making assumptions. He's fairly young, and he approaches you with a smile on his face, twinkle in his eye. Bows. "Pardon my manners. Vucker is the name. Humble guide, service broker, at your service." You all
Insight
are?
check.
Okay, inside check. God damn.
And I'm just like
5. I'm
looking
so good at this.
looking down at this guy like
Yeah, Noel's glaring.
Your
I'm tired. I'm just done.
head's
I
a
just-
little dizzy, Koya, and it's hard to concentrate. Like you actually look past him because you didn't realize the voice was coming from his height.
oh.
Someone from the spirit realm is calling for me.
Yeah.
He like starts cleaning his ear. Did you just say your name was Fucker?
No, it's a
No,
simple
Booker.
mistake. It's Vucker, Vucker.
Okay. Hi Fucker, nice to meet you. I'm T.
Nice to meet you. I don't believe I've met one of your kind before.
Me neither.
Your kind? Or my kind? Or what?
Your kind.
Oh, you've never met Dwarf before.
I thought you were just a small human.
Ah, I see. Well, I'll take
You
it
cannot say
as
that
compliment?
to Key. You cannot say that to... Pardon. I'm just like playing along a little bit.
It's all right. There's all sorts of travelers we find here, considering the district we're in, and I'm assuming that's what you all are. You all seem, you stand out quite a bit. No offense.
Yes, we have recently arrived here. Do you know any place where we can find some respite?
Well, you are speaking my language. I'm actually, I try help people here in the travelers ward. Anyone that might need directions or even need some work. We see, how much you know about Felicity.
Look around, hoping silent question to anybody who might remotely know something.
Well, where is the capital of Overseer? And where is a very interesting point for trades, and that apparently everything connects to this. And I smile.
That is true. Felicity has been prospering for the last, 20 years? Well, I made my way here 5-10 years ago because of everything I heard.
Tell something
Oh shit.
besides,
Ken's almost ready to be a human again. Okay, just give time.
oh, yeah. He's loading a little bit.
Alright, but yeah, Felicity is distributed into a bunch of districts and boroughs of sorts. You're in the Travelers Ward, which kind of works out. There's tons of inns and shops here. We're part of the greater merchant district. If you're looking for an inn, I know a good one that most people stay at. It's pretty nice, but, doesn't charge you too much.
What's the name of it?
The Lumiere's Respite.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure. Insight check. What would you like to know? What were you wondering about first?
First of all, I would like to know if I've heard more about
How credible is this man?
Yeah.
Do you believe him
like-
in terms of if he's being shady at all?
Well, the way he approaches is very much like merchant style, but
Mm-hmm.
it was weird that I don't know. Maybe maybe
Well,
because
I can at least.
do I know if people here are very hospitable or does he seem shady to me?
So I will say, just from that insight check applying to people you've seen around, you got probably a bad image from the church and the paladins and whatnot, but the people around you seem to be getting along with each other, hanging out. No one's really giving you like the evil eye or something. And yeah, he seems a bit over friendly almost, but as you recall, he labeled himself a guide and service broker, right? Seeing a bunch of people that, appear to be mercenaries are kind of banged up. Perhaps he's hoping to, employ his services. This is how he makes income. And doesn't seem to be like hiding that.
No, I was just gonna ask. So, Vucker, what do you get out of helping strangers?
Well, besides the company of the good people here, looks around, quite a bit actually. I, sort of a service dealer of sorts. I help individuals that are looking for work get some work and then a cut out of it. Of course, sometimes it's just, helping people to an inn or a store they're looking for, Sometimes they tip me, sometimes they don't, there's all sorts. But just, looking at you a lot, you all seem a little battle weathered, and so perhaps, maybe you're looking for a contract.
Well, I think our priority right now is to rest.
Mm.
But since we don't have much money or resources to spend, it could be a good idea that after we get to rest a little bit, maybe we can talk about the contract.
It's not a problem. I know the owner of the respite quite well. He'll give you a discount under my name. How's that sound?
Wait. What do you mean we don't have money? Like, he just very, very loudly shouts, I have plenty of money. I have lots of gold right here.
No, Keith, remember? And I'm just gonna like
Glare at him.
Gonna jump in and say,
I'm
yeah,
just
that's
gonna,
like
I'm
that.
just gonna stare at him in directly like, I took your money away. I had to spend it on.
Ken tries to cover too. We're like, yeah, those golden wood chips. They're very pretty, aren't they? You have so many. Really loudly.
Yeah, I took your money away when you got knocked out. I'm sorry.
In the back, Koya's
I
just
had-
like pinching
I
his
had
like
to buy.
temples.
I had to spend it on. I have a very bad gambling addiction. My apologies.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, in the back, Koya's just like pinching the bridge of his nose and just like shaking his head.
Koya, give me an insight check as you're like letting these, like, taking in people's reactions around.
Do I need to
Okay.
do a deception check?
Amazing.
I will say, Koya, you're pitching your nose, your eyes are closed, and so you're very much like, oh no, this is going to be so bad. Cordelia, give me a insight check, actually. You don't need a deception yet.
Insight?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god, my insight is terrible.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yay.
You notice that at the sound of, we have a lot of money, or, no, that's all just wood chip. People look at you, but then go back to what they're doing.
Great.
It's a very different feel because you've been to less hospitable places, and at the sound of we have a lot of money, quite a few people like look at like interested and like, like, oh, these guys are easy scores. There's no one around you that does that.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
seems a lot of these people seem happy with their lives. They're not looking to, take you guys for a ride. And Vucker is almost just like standing there a little awkwardly, like, like as if he's not trying to like, judge or, make you guys uncomfortable.
Forgive my companions. We have been through an arduous battle, and I believe we do require rest. In what direction is this tavern?
Well, it's right on the eastern side of the borough here. I can lead you right to it.
Yeah.
I would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Of course. Like, we're all friends here. And he'll turn and start walking in this direction.
I'm gonna walk right like next to Vucker here, and I'm just gonna kind of like put a hand on his shoulder and be like, and Dwarven, I'm gonna say, "You're not gonna fuck this up, are you?"
He'll look at you as you guys are walking and respond in Dwarven. No, I haven't heard my own tongue in a while. There's a dwarf here or there, but where'd you learn it? And no, I'm not gonna fuck y'all over.
I'm a well-traveled sea woman.
Oh, you ever been on the margin? And as he says margin, Cordelia, you know right away he means the Nokum margin, which is the coastline where the dwarven villages are, and that's where you actually grew up.
I'm like, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I grew up there.
Wait, no way. Real?
Mhm.
Oh, that's where I'm
For
from.
real? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do we have, DM? Do we have like a? Let me see. Like it's some sort of like salute or something. Or...
Hey, you can make it up right now.
I'm gonna be like,
You got this. Improv.
I'm gonna be like, well, you know, Tedek always leads us to family. In some ways.
You know, Dedek shows us the way. His sister, you know, finds us a journey. And
Yeah.
you would know this phrase because of his sister goddess, right? Patron.
Yeah.
And yeah, he seems on the up and up. He knows about it, and he's just like looking at you with a newfound respect. Like, it's actually been, I traveled here like 5 years ago from the margin because I wanted to see more of the world, and you know, the people in the Dwarven kingdoms on the ground, they're more isolationists. They don't want to get out and you know all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna like that kind of conversation kind of make me warm up to him a little bit. So I'm just gonna keep talking to him about
As
or
you talk,
listening more like listening than talking.
yeah, he'll
Yeah.
ask you like, oh, which part of the margin you're from, and if you know like certain people or whatnot. And you don't know all of them, but you recognize a couple, right? Like, for instance, the elders of the villages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you all talk, Koya, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Uh-oh. No,
Okay.
what's going on?
I mean, that's not remotely bad. It's like okay.
It's not bad. Alright, let me see here. Where is my thing? Here it is.
Oh no.
Be fine. Koya.
Koya blacks out. Koya just like collapses in the middle of the fucking street, just like prone.
Oh no.
You're still kind of in like, you know, making sure everyone's okay mode. You're like taking a look around, making sure things are alright, right? This, like, your danger sensor are going off the fact that you're in Felicity, but people seem friendly enough and you're just taking in the city for a moment. You take in the busy streets and carriages and crowds of people making their way about, and you catch the fragrance of tea. And it's not a Eushinian brew, but delightful and calming all the same. You turn your head and spy a small cafe actually past the crowds. The group is walking away from it now, so you only catch a small glimpse. And it's named Cinnamon Distractions. There, at an outdoor table, you see a young human girl, pale skin, blonde hair, drinking a cup of tea, that which you must have smelled. She appears fully absorbed in a book, and you see like an older man come, you know, offer his hand, which she takes, putting her book down, and the crowds obscure their view, and then you see them just vanish.
Koya just like pauses, it like stops, just like completely dead in his tracks just as he looks at it. And just kind of processes it. And at this point he's just like, actually, he's like here. He's like here at this point. and just like processing it, partially because he's like tired, and partially because he's like, where, who, what?
As you process and stand, and the crowd split again, you don't see the two figures, but you see the book still there.
Oh, I'm gonna vaguely look in the direction, and then just like, I'll start moving through the crowd to, look for the. Can I look for the girl and the man?
Sure. Roll me an intelligence check. I'll tell you. I'll specify depending on the roll.
That's fun. 9! Oh my god, my rolls. Okay.
Okay. You appear, and I will say, you don't see the two. I have no clue where they went, and you feel like it wasn't that long ago, but you don't see any sign. You approach the cafe. It's a delightful cafe, very homey. There's a young woman brewing tea and passing out to a diner inside. And you come up to the outdoor table and you see the book just lying there, and it is in common. You can easily read the title at the very least. It says, The Ecology of Lake Erider.
I'm gonna turn to. Is there like a waitress anywhere nearby?
Yeah, there's one, like the doors are open, and there's one right inside, like just scrubbing a table.
Ecology of Lake Erider. I'm gonna grab some like a waiter and be like, excuse me, there was a human girl and an older man with this book here, and I'm gonna like hold up the book, and have you recognized them? Do you know who they are?
Oh, the girl outside? I was just serving her tea. She's one of our regulars. I don't know about the man though.
I see. If you do ever see her, can you return this book to her? And I'm gonna give the book to the waiter.
Of course. That's very kind of you.
Yes, thank you. And I'm just gonna look at the title of the book one more time before I like go back out and like.
As you look at it one more time, give me an investigation check.
Investigation, my specialty, not.
I'm gonna give you advantage on this.
Okay.
Because this is some.
Okay, I'm on a roll today.
You don't notice much as you give it. All you notice is a few smudge marks on the cover of the book. That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna take note of it, and then I'm actually gonna turn back and. No, I'm not gonna turn back. I'm just gonna go.
Okay. You weave back through the crowd. You have like the hair in the back of your neck is standing up again because I don't know. You don't know why. That something felt oddly strange about that whole scenario. As you walk back and find your companions that were following Vucker and had come to a stop, looking for you.
I know what time it is.
Yeah, looking up at the sun, it's approximately like a few hours before sunset, like 4 hours max.
A few hours before sunset. Okay, got it.
See something?
Can you repeat that? I think you were a little soft.
Oh, yeah. Did you see something there, Clea?
Something a little out of the ordinary, but it was nothing. It's all right.
Better hurry on. I'm sure old Seams can cook us up a meal for you all. You definitely look like you'll need it.
Yes, definitely. Very hungry. He just like hobbles, following Vucker.
Mm-hmm. He'll continue on and lead you through wide but winding streets to the edge where you can see once again the water open up before you, glittering as the sun is getting a bit lower in the sky, and there you see a large inn of sorts, and on large open signs and very nice writing, it's the Lumiere Respite, which I'll put in to chat just so you have it. Alright. Let us transition there. We'll put your tokens on in 1 moment. Da 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 da. Alright, we're here. The Lumia Respite. Walker will walk on forward a bit and open the door. Let me see. Did I do this right? Where is this? Where? 1 moment as I populate the tavern a bit. Color, how's your lag doing, by the way?
No.
Oh, okay. We'll definitely look into it after, at least.
These shadows don't help, I think.
Oh yeah, this map definitely has a lot more going on, which is why I was worried.
No, I mean, I can slowly see it. I think my Chrome might freeze at some point.
Oh, that's not good. Wait, do you guys hear any sounds?
Casually peeking out the windows.
I hear the music.
Okay, good,
Background,
good.
yeah.
Very good, very good.
I think they're having fish and chicken.
The loud grumble returns.
No, they're playing checkers or chess.
Yeah.
They're cultured people.
Cultured.
I'm gonna stop peeking in all the windows.
Okay. I don't hear the music, so I messed up, and I will fix that real quick. Who's going to be my dude? Here, Walker, you can be a dude.
I think I have to reload on that.
Oh, okay. Let me know if it gets too laggy for anyone else too, and I'll turn off a bunch of effects.
I think it's just my internet.
Oh, okay. Right. Walker will show you all into the Lumia Respite. It says, walk in, and you see it's a large tavern, right? He'll call over, "Oi, Ruckus! Got you some customers. Remember to give them that famous Walker discount."
That name seems way too
Discount.
intentional.
I am so suspicious.
Yeah, of this Walker guy.
Yeah?
And I make an insight check on whether his discount is a real discount.
Sure, make an insight check.
Okay, no, he doesn't know.
Nope. The guy behind the bar, this big, beefy dude with like blonde beard and hair, just calls out, "Oh, you're back, you fucker. You can have your normal table, it's still free." Move Koya up for him, but yeah, you enter and this tavern is bustling. It is tons of people there, tons of individuals. These tables are loaded with individuals. I don't have tokens for all of them because we do slag, but things that you notice is there appears to be a bard and a female bard, red hair, cap on her head with a violin that she's playing very quickly and audibly through the halls, dancing a jig. Quite a few people are clapping alongside her. Next to her, you see what appears to be a scaly-like creature that's dancing and also swinging a tambourine while bringing out a triangle and playing a lot of other small little instruments to accompany. Off to the right, you guys see there is a single barmaid that's running around the tables. She seems gnomish and serving the tables and whatnot, but she is currently serving a table of individuals with very familiar armor.
Church.
Exactly. It appears to be there's a few church knights
Ken like
and
hides over here. He's like, "Oh crap, guys, church."
He starts like fidgeting a lot. Poya's not here. Poya's not responsive. Cordelia. Those metal guys. Should we be here? Are we gonna get in trouble?
If we just disguise ourselves, and then Ken just looks at Noel, Key, and Cordelia. Screwed.
I'm gonna turn off the lights. Color.
Thank you. I am laggy.
Yeah. Can you all still see?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, good. Very good. Okay, all the lights are gone. Okay. Good, good. And then I'm just going to, for the sake of lag, just turn off the... Yeah, there's nothing in this map super secret, so I'm going to turn off the walls to reduce that lag.
I'm gonna reload just in case.
Skin back.
Now, this is a bigger
Really
map.
big map.
Yeah, that first time trying a big map with this.
Spoilers, there's a bearskin rug far side.
Uh-oh, she knows I killed a bear.
No, not the bears.
Did you put the lighting effects on like the fireplaces?
I did.
Oh.
That's where
That's
those were
cool.
from.
Great.
Right now, there's actually like the map had drawn lighting effects, but I also had additional lighting effects. Now it's just
Yeah.
the map.
I liked the flickering,
Yeah.
but I can imagine it would cause lag.
Yeah. It's good. We worked it out. Let's see. Celine, were you able to reconnect? I'll take a moment's respite to make sure Color and Celine are good.
Are these period accurate bathrooms over in like the middle right?
Period accurate? Yeah. Yeah.
Just like holes in wood boxes.
Yeah. They don't got like, real plumbing yet. They're working on it.
We're back to the first episode where we spent a decent amount of time in the bathroom
Oh yeah.
at the party.
Oh yeah. It was a similar
Place in the
bathroom.
bar.
We've come full circle, guys.
Oh, okay. So Celine's good, though she can't talk. Feel free to use a chat or whatnot. We can, for now. Color, how you doing?
Okay.
Think I'm doing better. I turn on acceleration, hardware acceleration.
Okay,
Apparently
okay.
it helps.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Well, as you enter, you see quite a bit of individuals and bars definitely populated. There's a large man with a, blonde beard just running around serving drinks, yelling. Seems like a very loud individual. A group of knights on the right being served by a gnome barmaid at the moment. A bard and a scaly little creature that seems to be doing a performance. On your lefts and rights, you all notice a bunch of posters that appear to be bounty warrants and whatnot for like criminals and other sorts.
Oh shit, are we in there?
Would you like to go look?
Can I squint and see if there's like a... Is it colored? Do I see a pink dot in the middle of the people?
Vucker is going to go over and talk to Ruckus for you guys. Says, hey, you take it easy. Like, take a look around. I'll meet with you. Go ahead and roll investigation checks if you want to look at the bounty walls, which are here and here. There's a bunch of bounty posters.
I want
Investigation, right?
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say.
Find my character.
You can double click your token as well to open up your character sheet.
Okay.
Nice. Ken, you see a bunch of bounties for random individuals. There seems to be quite a few bandit rewards. Noelle, who's next to you, finds one for bandits, and it seems the highest they go is around 500 gold pieces for the bounty. Noelle, you notice that quite a few of the bandit bounties are individuals with red or some different colored skin, and you see horns, and you see a notable one of a white tiefling that's worth 500 gold pieces.
Oh, did I see this? Wait.
Ken just turns to Noelle and says, we can't follow up on any of these bounties.
On the other side, Key and Cordelia,
It's terrible.
you guys are looking at bounties. You see, where is it? Here it is. Here, okay. You see a bunch more individual bounties here. Yo. Didn't miss.
Bounties.
Okay.
We had
All I
some
got
technical difficulties.
Okay, I got that the bartender was hot, I think.
Okay.
Important topics only. Is the bartender hot or not?
I don't know, ask the person who said it.
I didn't say it. I just say he was a big blonde dude who was loud.
Like you said, he was hot.
Yeah, Bonnie.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like he's hot. Anyways, what do I see?
You see a bunch more individuals here. You see among the individuals, what a few of them are like lower gold prices. You see one that seems to be a half elf for 1,000 gold pieces for the crime of destroying a town, like murdering all the denizens. You see a number of ones that you recognize that are pirates. You've seen pirate posters all the time, and it seems like a bunch of pirates stole something from the Sacrosanct recently, and there's one poster color you recognize as Cordelia of very specifically within this crew a purple tiefling individual.
Oh shit. I'm just gonna grab that bounty and I'm gonna be like I'm gonna grab the paper from the wall and be like, fuck.
You see there written 3 letters, B-E-E.
I'm just gonna keep staring at him. Like, I'm gonna be like...
Is it clear who is offering these bounties? Like, is there anything that shows that might be the church asking for these?
There doesn't seem to be anything on the posters themselves. Besides just like wanted, gold reward, and then yeah, there doesn't seem to be any other.
How much
I
is
assume then
worth?
we would have to turn them in here at the inn, is how this usually works.
One way to find out.
Okay. Ken will go over to the others and see what's on this side too. Anything interesting?
How discreet is Cordelia being right now?
Bush looks like
Not
she just
really.
grabbed it and looking at it very closely.
I just fucking grabbed it and I'm like looking at B. How much is B's worth?
It is a bounty I've listed for the whole crew of what is called the Shine Pearl. There seems to be multiple individuals, including their human captain that seems to have a guitar. There is a scaly kobold individual. There is a individual with a mask. There is B, as you've seen before, and there is another almost young girl with a mask that doesn't seem to be wearing Orzearian clothes. And it seems for the crew together, 10,000 gold.
Damn, that's cheap.
First of all, I'm gonna think like they join another crew. Cordelia obviously doesn't know this. They left the Golden Mermaid.
Oh, you see also the sketch of B has quite a few more scars than you remember him.
Oh no. I'm just gonna be like... I'm just gonna fold that paper and keep it in my heart pocket.
I wanna frown at the not Rosarian style clothing
You
person.
definitely
thing.
recognize it as Yushinian cloth.
Do I recognize them as not human?
Make me a Arcana check.
Time to test my intelligence again.
You
Nice.
notice the mask, and I feel like with that roll you have a suspicion, but it's hard to be sure because it looks like to anyone else a girl with a mask.
But they're Yushinian, so it's obviously fussy.
Yeah, you have your suspicions. She does not look elven or whatnot.
I'll make a mental note to ask Cordelia when she's not incapacitated.
It's just gonna ask straight. But yeah, when she's back.
Yeah, when she's back.
Do you know the people in this poster? Other than that, he's also gonna point out, like, hey, there's a lot of tieflings on that over there. Do you think this is the church trying to get more tiefling blood?
I can only suspect so.
It seems strange for them to target one race so specifically.
Well, it is the church. They have, and if what a lot of people say about them is true, then they have their influences.
Should
Much
be
of it,
careful here.
in my opinion.
Though luckily it seems like there's no bounty on our heads just yet.
Good. Does anybody want to drink? I can get some, as well as rooms.
Here, just take a seat
just small-
somewhere.
As you turn to see Koya and Noel, you do see Vucker seems to be talking to the innkeep and gesturing to all of you.
I'll make my way to.
Here's one of the ones I was talking about. Sorry, did I get your name? It was
Oh yeah.
Koya. Koya here and his friends, they seem to have had a rough day, but they're new to the city, so I wanted to treat them a bit. So, what do you say we...
Sorry.
You're good. Build on that discount. Right, they better be drinking, and on your coin, you know how Seams gets, this individual says. Awesome. You see, Volker turns to you. This here is Ruckus. He owns half the tavern and operates the front of the house.
See,
Can we
you
ask
mentioned
Cordelia
a
to-
discount.
Yeah.
What exactly does that entail?
Well, meals are included with the rooms. How many rooms would y'all like?
One big room's fine.
One big room, shoving up together, and there's 5 of y'all.
Yes.
Huh? I can do with the discount 2 gold a night.
Oh, we can easily afford that.
Key, you're all the way here. Shut up.
That's across the room.
That sounds like a fair price. That will do. Thank you.
All right.
Can I say before entering this place, I'm gonna have like a secret conversation with Key, telling Key, hey, you don't announce to strangers that you have money. That makes you very vulnerable. I'm gonna have like kind of talk to him like I will talk to a kid, I guess, about money. It's okay if you lie to people in this one. Just don't let them know we have money, because otherwise they can mug us. And that's
Mug? Like, and then he
Rob.
gestures, like, drinking.
No. Robots, like pew pew. Oh no, wait, no. More like knife. Knife motions.
Okay. So I'll keep quiet.
Yes.
I promise. And then he holds out his index finger.
No, it's sure.
As you all finish that conversation talking here, Vucker will say, well, and you all said, Ruckus, you said my room's open? And he's like, yeah. We, like, didn't have any more private parties besides the Dwarven crew. Like, all right, then we'll be there, you know, get some privacy, let them clean up, you know, before the rooms are ready. And he will start walking over in this direction, ushering you guys to follow.
I want to follow up on before and ask Cordelia straight out, hey, did you know the people on that wanted poster you took?
I'm just gonna look at around me and be like, I'll tell you in the room.
Yeah, I think our whole group has a lot to talk about.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna be. You probably see her being like the palest shade of pink she could be.
Oh.
Like kind of sweating a little bit.
Oh.
No,
Sandra's
I'll, like,
dancing.
look around the room just to double check that it doesn't seem like anything is like boop.
Wait, Key, why are you moving?
Sure.
Get in.
Make an investigation check with advantage, Noelle, since you have Dungeon Delver.
Oh. I'm gonna figure out how to do advantage.
How do I flip my token?
F to flip, and then you can also use Shift scroll wheel to do little turns. As Vucker ushers you here, he calls out, "Oi, Lana, can we get a round of 6 drinks?" And then as he walks by Sandra, just like claps along with her, trying to keep the energy up, and ushers you into this alcove room past this curtain. Well, food and all that should be away. Seems like to take a sec. He's the cook around here. You know, he's very delicate process, but drinks will be on the way soon enough. Y'all really need to take a load off. I was gonna interest you in some work, but in case you want to rest up first, I can always come back tomorrow.
I think that would be better for us. Thank you.
All right, of course. I'll be at the bar in case you need anything else, but hey, see ya tomorrow. Lunchtime sound good to you?
That sounds great. Thank you,
Yes.
Booker.
Hey, that's my name.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It better be. Kidding. I'm kidding. Haha.
It's okay. I've heard all the jokes. You know, it was actually pretty, like, not that uncommon of a dwarven name, but then here everyone, like, you know, oh, you're a Vucker.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've definitely heard worse. I heard that. Do you know that guy called Poopy Pants? Yeah, it's like with a U, double B, Poopy Pants. It sounds so, like, it's one of the most beautiful names I've ever heard. Yeah.
But
Okay, I'll see you later.
yeah, I'll let you get to it. See y'all tomorrow. Get some rest. Y'all definitely look
Thank you.
more weathered
We
than normal
appreciate you.
travelers. And you'll head over to the bar. Poopy pants.
Poopy Pants. I introduced a character called Poopy Pants.
Yeah, you did.
Poopy
Is
Pants,
sniggering under his
big
breath.
bad evil guy. Lip.
All right, y'all have finally a chance in almost private quarters to yourself. The music filters through, but besides that, the talking of everyone else seems to die down a bit. And
What's the music?
oh wait, you can't hear the music?
I can't hear the music.
Oh, what the
Is that
fuck?
just me?
I can hear it.
I can hear it.
Okay, maybe it's just my sound.
I don't hear it. Oh, sorry, it's a bug.
Is there any stray furniture other than these 4 chairs?
We'll say there's 5 chairs in here.
Oh,
Wait, oh no,
Ken was
you...
going to try and make a smaller chair for Noel.
Oh, okay. Well, there is no extra wood.
Well,
Oh,
Noel,
man.
you can sit on my lap.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
just stand here.
I keep like.
Ken's gonna put like a bit of like slightly bloody cloth like on the table and be like, here, you can sit here and eat the fish. The thought that
Yummy.
counts.
I appreciate the gesture, but I think I'm okay.
Who's that weirdo approaching?
All right.
He's gonna ask for another chair. Hey, can we get a 5th chair in here?
Oh, all right. I'll bring that right up. 5 drinks here, though, and puts it on the table. If there's anything else you want, food. We got lovely roast duck tonight. Bread, drinks. Looks at the cat. We got some fish, too.
I'll take some fish.
All right.
I'm gonna look at Lara and be like, "Do you have something stronger than this?"
Oh, you want some of the hard stuff. What you thinking? How hard? Want
As
some of
hard
our...
as you can get it for me.
Oh, I like that sound. All right, we're going to see if we can make you fall flat tonight.
Thank you.
And she'll wander on up with a smile on her face.
I'll grab a drink and sip it. Is anyone else gonna take these?
Whoever wants to take mine, you can go ahead. I do not need it.
Okay,
Yeah, Ken similarly
grabs
raised it
the
off.
other one.
I'm in no mood today.
I'll make sure that there's no like anyone outside. Like I don't hear any voices close by, and I kind of like grab a piece of paper from my pocket and I open it and I'm like, "Do you guys recognize this name, like the Shine Pearl?"
No,
Doesn't
Ken
sound
actually heard you
familiar.
say that name?
It's on the poster.
Yeah, it's on the
Fine,
so.
girl.
I don't think Ken has really heard you talk about it before, and that's the only reason you know it, so he shakes his head.
One of those people does not look Ozidian, but that is as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I don't really recognize anyone but this person over here, and I point at the purplish tiefling in the middle. And I'm like, I'm gonna say, I don't recognize the name of it. So you guys know that I was in a pirate group before. The name of it was the Golden Mermaid, and this person, they were my best friend. They were my companion. But I don't recognize the name of the ship or the crew. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, I don't recognize the name of the crew. So I was wondering if you guys knew anything about it, because I feel like I owe it to them. And I don't know what.
You hear steps approaching.
I'm just gonna fold the
Alright,
paper as fuck.
Here's the other chair y'all wanted. You place it down.
Thank you.
And then I heard you want something stronger, and so flats down like a large tankard in front of you. We got 2 kinds of these. Usually we, make it easier for the tourists, but hey, this is the original and the strong one. Here's a lily in the well, and you see it's a large mug of ale with a like lily blossom inside it, and says, "Good luck."
Thank you.
And before Cordelia is just on the floor the next minute.
I think okay. And I'm just gonna chug a little bit of the bottle.
Okay. It is kind of in like a round, almost soup bowl, and you see it's almost like a crater itself, almost like after the city. but you see the liquid itself is like a very clear, distilled, like moonshine-ish.
Oh,
And there's
God.
just
Oh no.
a nice little flower that almost mixes with the scent of the alcohol to try and mask it.
Floral alcohol. Ugh.
Right alcohol.
This is what exactly what I needed. And I just look at everyone. I'm like, I have a lot of regrets in life, but I think the one thing that I really regret the most is betraying my best friend and leaving them behind. And from what I can tell, they haven't been doing. It hasn't been easy for them. I used to be the one who protected them because they are a tiefling. And I think everyone in this table knows how rough it is out there for tieflings. But now, at least they got a new crew and they have new people around them, but it really seems like they've been going through some stuff and I really want to find them. I'm just gonna put the piece of paper on the table.
I was gonna pat Cordelia on the back,
It's gonna
or
be
like
for
quite
this.
soothingly.
This is B. How long ago did you know her?
I've known B for, well, like a year ago. I left the golden mermaid,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I was with B. Like I met B like about 6 years ago, I believe. And initially it was kind of rough, but we really became close with each other. Like now almost, and you can see that Cordelia kind of tears up a little bit and gets choked up. They're practically my soulmate, and I had to leave them behind because I did something terrible.
Did you leave on
And
bad terms?
What was it?
Did you leave on bad terms? Like, did she know something terrible had happened?
I'm not sure if they know I'm alive. I escaped our crew, and I got a really bad feeling that because I left, they took it up on them for my betrayal.
Well, Cordelia, as long as I've known you, you've always been a really good person, so I'm sure you had your own reasons for leaving. And hopefully if you can meet up with your friend again, they would understand.
I hope so too. But I mean, this is the biggest lead that I've had to them for. Damn, am I wrong to say a year?
No? A year sounds like a good... Wait,
Yeah.
You worked on a merchant ship for a while, right?
Yeah, let's say 6 months. I think it was around 6 months.
Okay, so
Or
you...
so.
How long were you on the merchant ship? 6 months? Or...
Yeah, I think 6 months, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it would probably be, we'll say 8 months then, because you've traveled with these guys for like almost a month now, and so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 8 months ago, that's when I left. And I haven't heard anything from them. Well, in fact, I was actively running away from them as well. Because I I thought they were still associated to the Golden Mermaid. Not in the sense of them betraying me, but more like putting them in the spot of like, in like the place of being endangered because of me. So I
They need your help.
maybe, and I want to help them. Never wanted to leave. So yeah, I think at some point I really will want to, and I'm gonna touch the paper and be like, we want to reunite with them. If that's okay with you guys.
You can always take the opportunity to go find whom you wish to seek.
Yeah.
I think you should definitely go look for your friend before something potentially happens.
Yeah, I'm scared that something might happen to them again.
Sorry to deafen.
Well, the good news is that we found the bounty first before anybody else did, so... And you took it. So perhaps the patrons here may not have... Or anybody who may have sought that bounty cannot have it, cannot find it here.
I wonder.
I face through the wall.
Or no, Koya went to the back room.
Ninjutsu!
I'm kind of scared to ask anyone here for information, to be fair with y'all. But I think it's the only option that we have right now. I mean, that I have right now.
Ken leans forward again, and you see once again his face shifts, but instead of going white, it turns to like a different skin color, and like his features just like distort. Well, if you just want to be secret, you always have options with us.
I like that. Can you teach me how to do that to my face as well? I'm just gonna.
He just sighs and it's not quite like that.
Ah, damn it. Will be pretty useful. If I'm just gonna chuck a little bit more of my drink and then fold the paper.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
my god!
Okay,
You bet on
first
yourself.
I'm gonna fold the paper and put it in my armor or somewhere. Constitution, is that?
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
Let's go, Tank.
Okay. You take the first couple sips and wow, that's strong. It burns a bit, but kind of in a good way. Like you miss these memories, and as you've been talking about them, you remember just like the really shitty ale you drank with the Golden Mermaid and at Ishao's wake with the other pirates, and it's a little comforting to be reminded of those times as you talk about it. And you're fine for now. You're definitely buzzed already from a little bit, but you're not like, you're feeling it. You're in a good buzz.
Nah, I'm just gonna feel more comfortable and be like, you know, I had a really shitty captain, you guys. He was a fucking bastard. You probably never heard Cordelia curse as much as she started doing right now. He was an asshole. Like, I hated that guy and he betrayed me. How fucking dare he?
Where's eyebrows raised each time Cordelia curses?
Yeah, I'm just like cursing left and right without much context either.
Yeah, I feel like Ken also doesn't know half these words.
I just go full
The sailor mouth.
Sailor
yeah,
mode.
full mouth.
Great. At some point, he's gonna whisper to Koya, should we stop her? Is she okay?
Perhaps
Looks
we
happy.
should stop her from taking another drink, but I think for now we can leave her. She's been through a lot, as all of you. I think this should be an opportunity for you and everybody else to wind down and relax.
Ken does wait for like there to be a bit of a silence before kind of starting his own confession.
Sure. Are you all drinking, by the way? I know Koya's not. Is
Koya's
anyone?
not.
Koya's not.
Yeah, Kibo.
I make a con save as you've been talking for a bit, Key. It's not as strong as what Cordelia's drinking, but you're still drinking. Okay, yeah, you're perfectly fine.
Before Ken starts, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna start crying.
Is Noelle drinking?
Yeah, Noelle is on her second drink now because she took Koya's.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Make a con
yeah.
save, Noelle.
Cheers,
Noelle!
everybody.
Kitty.
Considering your body size as well, you're feeling it. You're buzzed.
Everything starts to smell like catnip.
Just smoke everywhere. Just weird smoke everywhere.
What about, is Ken drinking?
No, he's not.
No.
Before everyone gets too
Silver
buzzed,
voice.
he does. Yeah, he does lean forward because he needs to get this off his chest. It's clearly too obvious right now.
Yeah.
And he starts with the guy. I know you've all probably noticed that I had a big shock right before that fight when we all talked to the tree. And he goes on to talk. Well, I would like to start with saying, well, Ken was a wonderful person, really. But he's not me. He's someone I met when I was a youth. And he goes on to explain. Ken was the villager who had come to him, but he grew up in a changeling village. I mean, as he mentions that once again, he shows by changing his skin. Like I'm not actually human. I was born in a village of changelings. Where we visited. Actually quite near in our travels, and I met Ken. But our village was cruel to outsiders. They would keep them away, and if they'd come into the village, they would destroy them. They'd kill them. And I thought this was barbaric. I wanted to adventure, and when I met Ken, I thought we could travel the world together. But when I tried to leave, we were found, and I was taken away. I don't know what they did, but I did find Ken's body later, and he can't quite continue and explain what happened next, but goes on to say, and well, I thought someone should continue his legacy, and I guess I got a little carried away. And he kind of trails off, and kind of like looks really like, almost like open and like wounded, and like looks at you all.
One note, Ken, as you've been shifting more so, and even on the walk here, and as using an example in this speech, whenever you shift to your changing form, and whenever you shift back to Ken or any other form, you just hear the voice in your head over and over. Murder. Killer. You have no right. Just in the back of your head, almost like this voice that will not let you rest.
He seems almost like he's not even fighting it, like it almost doesn't even faze him because it's just so obviously true. I'm just kind of gonna awkwardly wait to see if his party rejects him.
Ken, you're or not Ken. You're my brother. You're like a sibling to me. You don't have to work. You can be whoever you want. I don't care. You became
And you see him actually smile and what you realize
became
maybe the first time all
family.
day.
You became my family. Every one of you did.
I
would
think he
never
was family
betray you.
too.
Cordia leans towards you, Ken. You see, like, Noelle is in between, and the teardrops are just, like, soaking into the top of your fur, Noelle.
Ken will reach back and give a hug awkwardly over Noelle.
Well, as inebriated as
family
Miss
to me.
Cordelia is, she does bring up a valid point.
Three-way hug.
We will not reject
No
you,
one has
Lord
the choice.
Arkenfield, because you were you had become someone you were not. And judging from your details, I do not believe it was it was not your fault of the real Lord Arkenfield's death that night. And I find it very responsible of you to have tried to carry on his legacy. But
And-
I do not think, and it kind of like studies Ken's sort of like faltered, kind of tortured expression, kind of.
Actively
Yeah.
crying.
I genuinely do not believe that you should take responsibility for his death. That was not your fault.
And Ken is like trying to be nice, but you just see him like shaking his head as like he just can't accept those words.
Well, at the very least, we can try to continue, or you can continue on his legacy. Honor his death by living his dreams.
I'd like to keep his goodness in this world. Do anything
You
for
are,
any of
and
you.
yeah, and you are just as good as he, or at least based on as much as you've described.
Once again, he can't reply because he just can't bring himself to agree to that.
Whose face are you wearing right now, Ken?
Still Ken. Still
Okay.
Ken's face.
We like the person that we met when we first all got together, and I think that's what matters to me, at least.
Ken brings you tighter into the hug.
Sobbing.
Noel's like tipsy too.
Three-way crying hug. Two drunk people.
He lets out a beer-smelling burp, but he's not drunk yet. And he says to Ken, "You were there when I caused that big accident back at the monastery. Remember? Yet you're still here with me. We're still friends. I would like to.
Never turn
Believe
my
it,
back
you are.
on you for that.
Yeah,
We'll
like,
always be friends.
You've seen me do terrible things and hurt a lot of people, but you haven't left me, and I can only promise that I would do the same for you, whether you are Ken or whoever you are."
It's true friends.
You look up from your hug, Ken, and look at Key, look at Koya, and look at the windows behind them, and in the reflection, you see once more Ether just sitting there, disgruntled, look in his eyes, staring right at you, and see him still mouth the words, murderer.
Yeah. Like, while he's like crying and like sharing all these feelings, he also looks at that reflection and he nods to it. Says, yeah. It's all true. He tries to kind of put himself together a little bit. I hope you know that any of you, if you saw anything from the tree as well, you can always share with us. I would never turn my back on any of you. He kind of looks at Noelle, knowing that Noelle also had like a bit of a freak out.
I'm also crying. And she's like, Sorry, I'm also trying to turn on the music again.
Yeah, I'm turning it down.
It is very good music, but it's also very
It's
loud
good,
music.
but it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah, about 0.05.
I guess I also saw something pretty disturbing in the tree. So I don't think any of you know of him, because it's where I met you all, but I used to have a brother growing up. I think he's a twin brother. And one day he disappeared, like in my early teens, and I was never able to find him, no matter how hard I looked, in any of the tunnels. And what I saw in the tree was, I guess, my guardian who kind of took me in. His name was Gordon. Apparently sent my brother somewhere, and I don't know where he is, and I didn't know that Gordon sent him away, and he's kept this from me all these years.
He lied to you?
Yeah. He's like the only one I considered family for a while, before I met all of you. And I feel very betrayed. I feel like I need to go back and get some answers from him and see where my brother went.
Beat he says.
And then, yeah, Noah's just gonna start crying again.
So we just came in during the middle of a crying fit, just casually gave us food and left.
Or just like looks up and he's just like, just give us the food.
Yeah, like Laura just came in and was like, well, we got... Alright. And just like started putting out food and says, alright. And just walked out.
He awkwardly grabs across the table for a, I don't know, piece of cheese or something.
Mm-hmm.
While Noelle is crying.
Your brother might still be out there, right? I mean, you're such a survivor. I'm sure he's just as strong. You
Maybe.
can find him. Where do you think
So
he
many
went?
years.
Is he still in the tunnels? Ken doesn't really know about the portals, I don't think.
He might be. I think that mountain's the biggest lead that I know of.
Give me an intelligence check of your choice. Both Ken, Key, and Noelle.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
This.
Oh, okay. Well, starting with Ken. Ken, you recall a number of things about tunnels. Holy shit, why is it so loud? What the fuck?
Not loud to me.
Okay, Ken, you recall about your tunnels and recall your time now with Ken when you were 2 and not just 1, and you remember it was a cave and a tunnel that led you from the village to the outside world. Key, you recall the vision you saw of a tunnel connecting what appeared to be a spirit realm that allowed Arukong to pass through and come towards here.
Mm-hmm.
You, Noelle, know for a fact that there was all sorts of tunnels and energies at work. You honed your craft because you could sense portal energies all around you, and the gems in your mountain connected to these energies, and you would almost get a glimpse. You'd find small portals and small avenues, but they were never big enough for you to actually pass through and search if these are the ones your brother went through. But you remember your vision now. Your brother did go through a tunnel, and you remembered correctly at the behest of Gordon.
So he's likely moved to.
Could be anywhere.
Yes, he will have left a trace. We must keep hope.
At the very least, you know where to start.
Find them. Even if it takes a very long time. We'll help you no matter what.
Thanks, everyone. I think traveling around has helped me see just how large this world is.
I didn't realize how big the world was either. Pretty much stuck at the monastery for most of my life. There's even all the books that they forced me to read, the scrolls to memorize. I don't think anything could have prepared me for all of this. Things with the church and what happened with Kenya, what happened with Master Piku.
Master Pico. I'm sorry. The world is filled with the unexpected, Master Key. Nothing in books will help you prepare for what you see. May help a little, but not much.
And can I tell you guys about what I saw back at the spirit tree?
Yes.
When Key puts his drink down, he takes a good pause before speaking, fiddling his thumbs, trying to not just think about how to put the thoughts into words, but also getting the composure to talk about it. The vision I saw, there was a portal, and I saw several things. I saw a great monkey folk, who I believe was Arukong, and I watched them go through that portal. And I also saw monks from the monastery. They looked like the ones I was familiar with, just younger. And I watched them forcefully grabbing a monkey folk, a little baby, who I believe was Kenya. And I think I can understand, or I think I can better understand her anger at humans and Orzinians. It seems like the monks had taken her from her home, wherever the portal led. And
You were taken from your home as well?
yeah, I think I had the same experience. I was treated the same way as Kenya, except I was able to. I mean, I wasn't great at what I was doing. The monks were definitely not pleased with me, but I think with Kenya, she did not live up to their expectations, and they hurt her because of that. They wanted to get rid of her. And that's pretty much what I saw. I was able to feel some of her pain.
You got cut off, Chrissy.
Sorry that we had to fight her so violently.
It would have been nice if there was a better way to resolve this, but I guess we did what we had to. For the sake of for the good of everyone.
Do you think you'd like to go find your original home?
I don't know. It's I thought I was born at the monastery. I wasn't like I was there all my life. I was there since I was young. I don't really have memories of my mother or my family. Kenya really was the first monkey folk I've seen.
You know, kind of glance at Cordelia and Noelle. Well, then we can maybe help out our friends while you think it over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You take a sec to mull it over, Key, because it was a lot you went through in the past day, a couple hours, and are reminded of the diverging destinies you and Kenya went down. How she almost, from what you remember, tried incredibly hard to train, but just didn't have the skill, didn't have the aptitude. And for some reason, the monks were a lot harsher with her. You remember them throwing her into a portal that had flames on the other side. But you, they let go. Why did they let you go when you were so much more obstinate about your duties and whatnot? And you remember a kindly face of an old man who likely wished only for you to live your own life, that unfortunately couldn't do the same for Kenya.
Mm.
Why did the music start so sad then? Ah!
You know, Sandra's
Sad
good.
candy hours.
As Key stops talking, Ken just kind of like shifts his attention to Koya expectantly.
One last thing, based on that Nat 20 investigation, Noelle, from Key's stories about what he saw, you pick out an important detail, because Key explains it in full, and you all might not remember when he saw Arukong. Arukong appeared almost a little unsure of his surroundings from the portal, and then there was a loud, deep voice that greeted him, and Arukong immediately bowed to, answered to, gave reverence to. You remember a very similar vision that you had, Noelle, where in a very similar cave, a very similar realm walker traversed through under orders of a deep-voiced individual.
Noelle blue screens to death.
Is it Koya's turn to share his deep dark secret history?
Koya just like blinks. Unfazed.
Wow, man, we all shared. I do not say. Completely out of character. Come on, Koya. You're gonna ruin this mood.
Oh yes. Oh.
I don't have anything to spill. Everything that I spilled has already been spilled.
Alright, clearly no hidden secrets about you.
Koya has so
Okay.
much shit to spill. I don't know shit about Koya. What are you even talking about? Koya has the most secret in this campaign, and I will not hesitate to make you speak.
Oh wow.
I couldn't tell if that was Color or Cordelia still drunk.
He is drunk, so it's not a character.
You didn't see me, but I actually stood up to say that.
Amazing.
I was pointing and everything. Tisk.
You haven't shared your vision, Cordelia.
Yeah, I haven't. I share another traumatic story. I'm probably drunk, so maybe I'll share. I'm drunk, right?
Yeah.
Do I need to roll another?
Okay.
Give me another one.
Yeah.
If you kept sipping, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Considering how drunk you are, you might have just like downed the thing at some point mid tears.
Probably the thing is, she could be not drunk either, but I think she's just letting herself feel it. You know?
Okay, yeah.
You know when you're like just want to like drink.
I
Of course,
understand
it's
completely.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm drunk.
Yeah. You're functioning because of your barbarian nature, but you are smashed. So feel free to be as wasted as you wish.
Yeah. This shit is good. What was the name of that girl that came and gave it to me? What's the name of the girl? I think it was I don't know, freaking know. Innocent. I had a vision too. That stupid tree gave me a vision too. And you know what it was? It was my mom. I saw my mom. And I saw myself, which is kind of weird. It was in a way similar to what you guys described. Like, it was like regarding things that I don't remember. But it definitely happened to me. Yeah, I saw my mother, like my biological mother. I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but I'm adopted. That's why I speak Dwarven. I had two Dwarven fathers that adopted me. They're great. They're so great. They love each other. It's so great. Trying to recall its dream. Yeah, I saw my mom. There was like her who looked very similar to me. I guess I don't get my looks from my dad, my biological dad. And we were escaping. And you know what? She was so sick. She left me where I lived my entire life. But I could tell that she, even though we were being chased, I think the main reason why she left was because she was sick. She says she was gonna come back for me. And I guess... Have I ever told you that I started traveling because I wanted to find her? I wanted, not her precisely, but more about me and where I come from, my origins, to say, because I lived in a community where I'm very different from everyone, right? And
Do you feel a kinship with that key?
wiggly.
What's Cornelius?
I even though it was part of my culture because I grew up in there since I was a kid, I always stood up like a sore thumb. Everyone was so dwarven shaped and I'm so not dwarven shaped. If you catch my drift, and I just felt the need to find myself, and in that I was thinking I could find my mother or my dad, because there's so much that I don't know. But I think that what the tree wanted to tell me is that, I mean, that she might not even be alive to begin with. And to be honest, I'm not really sure if I'm sad or not. I mean, I am, but I didn't grow with this woman. I don't know her. But it also makes me feel a little empty. Then I start tearing up again. I'm like, I'll just lean a little bit towards my fussy friend next to me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Do I, DM, do I know that what kind of like corruption she had, or did I just
You
see
remember
her like?
it was like dark blue, purplish, almost crystals growing on her body. And another big detail would be that you remember she left you to go and find her sister, who was said to be living among the islands to the west of Orsier.
West Horse.
As you, as a pirate, would know, likely speaking of Regalia's archipelago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I after like my hiccups and stuff, I tell them all of that I tell all of that to my friends, and I'm like, I guess the only clue that I have is to find my aunt or sister and see if my mom is even still alive. But I'm kind of scared because I don't know if that determines anything in my life. I certainly do not relate too much to my parents. Neither of them. So, do I really need to see this? I'm very conflicted right now. What if she's actually dead? Would that hurt my feelings even more?
Well,
If she is as resilient as you are, Miss Cordelia, then I have no reason to not believe that. That's confusing. I have no reason to believe that she is not in this world anymore. But you get to choose who is family, whether related by blood or by kinship. Perhaps this, if you do choose to find your birth parents, it will help recognize your roots, your heritage. But at the end of the day, you get to choose who you are.
I just like I lean towards Koya and I give him a big ol' hug. I'm like, thank you. I always consider you a brother.
Koya's smile turns a little bit like kind of like lopsided, just a little bit, as he just kind of like awkwardly returns the hug.
Mr. Elf, you're so great.
It's on you.
at the mention of brother Noel, can it just like balls again?
Oh, shit. He's not my actual brother. He's my found brother. Like you're my found sister.
Like she hasn't found her brother.
No, shut up!
He's
DM, you're not.
right.
DM, you're not invited in this conversation.
A sneaky rogue whispers outside outside our seat.
Where did that come from?
He starts crying too. I don't even know if I have brothers.
And just cries to fit in.
Damn.
It is like a brother to me.
Koya looks very bewildered.
You just
like,
look at 4 people cry, Koya.
Brother's a touchy word in this room, okay?
Yeah, trigger warning, brother. Oh yeah, that's my vision. I'm sorry I didn't share it initially. I think C and B after some time made me feel some things that I didn't expect to feel. But now I feel better because of you guys and my little friend over here, and I grab the bottle and I hug it.
Well, I believe this has been a much more eventful night than I would have expected, but I don't know. Mayhap we can all of your goals. I believe we can still see it achieved. We still have our 3 years of promise to end, but we can also still achieve each of your wishes within that time too.
But what about yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Tell us.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're asking what I saw in the spirit tree, I did not.
You know what we're asking, and I stand up and I slam the table.
Oh my.
We're asking for personal shit. We all share personal shit here, Koya-san.
You can see that, and I have listened to it.
It's time for you to do it. You cannot let people be vulnerable without being vulnerable yourself.
My dear sea elf, I am but a lowly samurai who has
You're
come
not
here.
lonely. We're right here.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I have come here. I've come to Orzir, and have caught myself in something. And he kind of like looks at his palm, the one with the flower, the lotus engraved in it. Flower engraved in it.
Yeah.
I've caught myself in a bigger situation than I had expected. But rest assured, I will help each of you find peace. And I will honor In's. I will honor my promise to end. And that is on a samurai's honor.
Satisfied.
I still think there's something you're not telling us.
Is this Scout speaking or is Key speaking?
Yes.
Well, Master Key.
He leans forward very obnoxiously.
Well,
Like
Master
sticks his
Key.
face into yours.
Sometimes some things may have to be kept within the shadows. And he reaches out and like boops his nose.
He brings his hand up, and starts rubbing Koya's cheek.
Koya just like blinks rapidly as that happens, just like.
Are you also like Ken? He's trying to see if your face changes color.
I think I'd recognize him if he was.
No, I am afraid I do not possess the same powers as Lord Oakenfield does.
Whatever you say. And he goes back to his drink.
As the conversation continues, you guys keep drinking if you're wants to drink. The sun begins to lower in the sky. Laura comes at some point and says, like, whenever y'all want to be led to your rooms, just let me know. I'll be right running around.
I believe I will turn early for the night. Kind of looks down at himself, just like his kimono in fucking tatters, and just like, yes, I will turn early for the night.
Yeah, I will too.
I'll go up with you if you go.
Okay, I'm gonna carry Noel on my shoulder and be like, Lara, take me to the rooms, please.
All right,
Singular room.
follow on. She goes up here at first, and then looks like she's gonna turn to the left, but she sees that, and you see all that there's a bunch of dwarves that are like cheering and hopping around the table. Cordelia, give me a history check.
Ooh, fuck. Okay.
I'm paying for this night.
Oh,
2 gold,
Okay.
2 gold you said?
Let me see.
yes,
History, right?
yes. Right. You see the dwarves. You can't
Drunk.
make out anything. At the very least, they do not look like the kind of dwarves you know. And the most you can figure out is they're likely from the Dwarven Kingdom proper, and not from like the coast.
Oh, just look like the stinky dwarves.
All right, we should go up these other stairs here.
Yeah, thank you, Lara. You're so kind.
Oh, thank you. And I'll take that compliment.
Yeah.
I'm just like carefully watching Cordelia, just like making sure that she doesn't fall.
Yeah, and I'm still carrying Noel, by the way. And I'm just talking to Lara.
He's walking backwards. He's staring at the bartender.
Lara, have you been working here for long?
Better part of 6-7 years now.
Oh, that's a long time. I don't know where I'm
Back
going.
one space.
But what?
New room!
Whoa!
Oh my god! So cool!
Wait, did Ken just stay there?
Ken didn't follow.
Whoa, there's a mysterious assassin.
I'm gonna turn off all
Oh
the
my god, I
lights
want to
here
see the new room.
too.
I think I'm doing well. I think I'm good.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
Yeah, I think with if anyone is having issues in the user Chrome, turn on your hardware acceleration for
Oh,
this
good
one.
shit. Good shit.
There's a mysterious assassin in the middle of the hallway.
That's my test token. Don't look at him.
Nope.
I need to make sure these stuff worked.
Ghost assassin, he's still there. Don't be fooled.
All right.
Hey, yo, where's
5 of you. 5 of you. Right this way. Wait, is there 5 of you?
where's Ken?
Well, maybe he's finishing his drink. You can show him to the room whenever it's free for you, and she'll open this door. Here you go. There's 6 beds, but we don't have full what's it called? People in tonight, so you all can use this space.
Oh,
Thank you.
Well,
That's much appreciated.
well, Lara, if
Come on,
you-
I was expecting like surprise only one bed romance scenes.
I was gonna say something. Wait.
Y'all asked for enough for all of you.
I need 6 beds.
Oh,
2 beds is enough.
Lara, if you when you end your shift, we can maybe occupy the leftover bed if you want.
Give me a persuasion check.
I will
Wait.
go fetch Lord Oakenfield.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm flattered, seriously. And you see she is literally like much shorter than you. She's 4 feet tall. She's a gnome. And she says, but I don't hook up in my place of working, hun.
Oh, I wasn't saying that. I just defeated
I'm
the
sure
entrance room.
you weren't.
And I'm just gonna plop in my bed and roll.
And I'm
kinda
sure if your
blanket
skin wasn't
burrito.
that pink, I could tell that blush from a mile away.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all enjoy your evening. The bathroom is on the left there. You just follow this hallway, and you should find it after, at the far end of the hall, near the game room.
Thank you, Lara.
Game room.
Of course.
Go to game room and play
There's a
D&D.
Games.
We're gonna play D&D and D&D. Minigame. D&D minigames. Just
Oh my god, I lost Koya. Where is he? I
Yes.
can't go back to the
You went
lower
downstairs.
level. Yeah, I can't go back to the lower level. Wait, how do I get back to
I
the
think
lower
it's a
level?
different map.
But I'll let Key hang out and explore as you want. You guys there, let's catch up to Koya and the rest real quick.
Ah!
Where did your token go?
Lower level. I
Oh,
can't
okay.
access it.
Oh shit, okay.
is Noelle awake?
Is Noah awake?
Or did she pass out?
No.
Who's still asleep?
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna leave her right next to me and pass out too.
Koya comes in. After everyone leaves, Ken just like stretches out on the table and like lets out a sigh. And as he looks to the left, like all these windows seem to be filled with images of Aether. And he just kind of lets go and his features just switch back to like the full like changeling look. And the whispers start up in his head again, just murderer. You did this, and he's I know.
As you
I'll
let
leave them when I need to.
them speak, and they keep saying murder, murder, you let the voices ring in your ears, and you take their shame, their discontent. But they says, thief, liar, betrayer. You killed me. Why did you kill me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Ken.
Not Ken. You killed me. And you, for once, realize they're not calling you out for murdering Ken. They're calling you out for murdering Aether, for locking him away, for locking yourself away, for betraying who you truly were and just running away. You didn't kill Ken, but you killed me.
I can't handle this. So Ken straight up looks like Aether right now, and is kind of no longer trying to put on any airs of like friendship or anything. Just, I didn't know, but I'm back now.
You're back?
I can be myself now.
Are you? Can you trust yourself after all that?
Yes, I
You
can
lied
be
to
a good
yourself.
change- Oh,
You're gonna lie to everyone else too.
I'll be a good changeling. I'll stay where. Well, I'll stay in the village. I won't hurt anyone. I'll follow the rules. I
You're the
swear.
worst of us. You believe you did well. You believe you're a nice one. They didn't hide behind a mask.
No.
And you see them all stare at you, but not just at you, at the sword at your waist. And you see the light of the lapis that's bestowed there shining. And you can feel a pull towards it. Give us our life
Okay.
back.
I'm gonna touch the shining jewel.
Hey, go ahead. You got a moment. We got a moment before you're here.
Like, don't worry.
Because there's some stuff with you as well coming down that hall.
Okay.
As you put your hand there and concentrate on the memories, tell me a bit about Aether. How did he hunt? What weapon did he use?
He loved the forest. He didn't really have much training in weapons at first, but he, tried to make his own. Like, he would swing around sticks like they were swords, and he made a really simple bow and arrow that he was learning to use.
What do you think was been his main weapon of choice if he, fully indulged in it?
Probably not the sword, actually. I think he probably would have gone with archery.
Okay. You feel the memories, and as you tug on the jewel, you feel the sword that's a part of, shrink and almost get absorbed within it. And instead, out of it, you pull and extend, and you see, as you look down and pull out the gem, instead, it's a large bow that protrudes from both ends of your hand. And
what?
You remember the magics of your village. Changelings can't use magic. That's why you guys relied on trinkets, on artifacts, on the magic stones that empowered this. And you put your hand into the gem again, and you start pulling out things, Ether's possessions that you'd stowed away. You start pulling out rations, you start pulling out a lighter garb of armor. You pull out the gear and hunting utensils you would have used. You recall your life as Ether and everything you had stored away, told yourself to forget about. This gem had been one that quite a few people in the village had, a way to carry around multiple possessions, but you used it to seal yourself away.
Damn. I'm gonna take just some of the basic ones and keep them on my person, the smaller ones.
Mm-hmm.
And put the other ones back in and kind of hook the bow and arrow on my back. And I'll slightly change my coloring so it's arguably maybe human, really pale skin, really pale maybe blonde hair. And I'll slip back out into the dining area.
Okay.
And head over to the bar.
As you do that, Koya.
I'm tripping on the stairs. No,
Koya, give me a perception check as you walk right by this bunch of knights.
Oh my god. I'm so excited. 16!
Very nice. You are walking by them and you overhear some conversation. They don't have their helmets on. They seem to be a bunch of guards that are literally taking it easy at late night with the dinner. You hear them say the following. Bits and pieces of their conversation. Something about an inquisitor returning to the Grand Cathedral, as they call it, soaking wet and pissed as all flood. You hear about a mage that was brought on in the church's service. So one of them asked, "She from the academy?" "No, don't recognize that house name of hers." "I thought the high priestess hated academy folk." "Not if the family got good blood, but don't think that applies here. I haven't heard of her either. She's from some foreign land." And they are just talking and whatnot, and you hear them. They seem to be having a last night's hurrah before they're changed positions. They're being sent to an encampment of sorts that holds prisoners under the command of someone named Fair in the coming days. And they mentioned, yeah, the Cardinal likely doesn't want any more criminals escaping like they did 9 months ago. And that's what you overhear as you walk past.
Out of character. You asshole.
What do you mean?
Huh. Koya furrows. Koya's eyebrows just furrowed just a little bit. But he kind of takes that in mind as he kind of walks across. He's gonna go and he mistakenly think this was the place that they were.
You go in there, you see two young men making out.
Oh. Quickly turns away. Leaving them to their privacy. Oh. Lord Oakenfield.
I don't know if you recognize him.
Does
Ken
you
looks
have
drastically
this, do you
different.
Have this, facial feet? Does your facial features look the same?
My facial features look different. My coloring is really pale, but
Gotcha.
not chalk white.
Gotcha.
He's wearing similar clothes, so you can make a check, but has a giant bow and arrow, which or bow and quiver, which he did not have.
Sure, make a perception check.
Okay. I will I will do that.
Mm,
10.
Nope.
Okay.
There's
I'm
someone
gonna
at the
walk
bar.
straight past.
Okay. There's no one in there. Just a bunch of plates left over and empty drink bottles.
I'm gonna go outside and look around.
You see the bard looks at you as he's playing a like lighter piano piece, lighter violin piece, and looks at you, smiles as if questioningly.
Beautiful feast. Thank you for the music.
She nods to you and mhm.
Have you seen somebody exit and point here?
She like looks up as if thinking, looks down, and then points over to the bar over at Ether.
Ether.
Well, yeah, I'm
Cora's
just.
gonna-
He did
Cora's
not
gonna
say
look there.
anything, by the way. She just points at him.
Thank you. I'll drop a silver piece on the table.
She bows, and this guy, little cold-looking guy, comes up. Oh, much obliged, much obliged.
Excuse me.
I can't look this over. Yes, can I help you?
Are you Lord Ken Alkenfield by any chance?
He just kind of like looks back at his drink. No, I don't know that name.
Make a deception check. Make an insight check. Koya.
Okay, here we go. Yes.
This person doesn't seem to know that name. You see the barkeep looks up to you. But whoever you are, don't you want a drink or something?
Yeah. Can I ask what the going rate is for renting a room?
A room on your own, or you want to bunk with others?
Others is fine. Just one bed.
All right, I can give you up for 2 silver then.
Do I remember what the previous cost was for this room? Wasn't it 2 gold?
It was 2 gold for
5
everyone,
each.
right? But since
Yeah,
you're
the
willing
difference.
to be with someone else, right? The price is much cheaper just for one person.
Okay. How about for a single room?
Single room will get you up to 1 gold.
I knew it. Okay.
If I may, if you are a Bioan traveler, then mayhap you can use you can use our room. There is an extra bed, and you will have
There's
to pay.
actually 2. Disclaimer: there's actually 2 extra beds because I think Noelle and Cordelia knocked out in the same bed.
Aw.
Well, hey now there, kid. Don't go messing with my business.
But
I'm
Yeah,
paying you the money for the cost for what 6 beds.
Well,
I
no,
would
no,
think
that was for 5 of you.
well, he's gonna just like march forward and put forth a gold piece.
Oh, all right, you can do what you want.
but thank you, sir. But with the reasonable prices here, I think I'd rather be alone.
Are you sure?
Yes, I do appreciate the attention, but I'd like to be with my thoughts at night.
Very well. I apologize for interrupting whatever business you were about to go for. Gonna look at the bartender. Keep the money.
Oh, thanks, lad.
Well, can I use this then to pay for a room?
Make a persuasion check. He thought he just got free gold. You're asking him if he can use the free gold.
I mean, he did just get free gold.
Yeah, why not? I'm feeling cheery. Go ahead. I'll have Laura show you up in a sec. Oh, wait a minute. No, that bar's pretty thin out. Here, just come here.
Alright.
And we'll start leading you over this way, because he's a loud guy. Doesn't give a fuck that there's guests this way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go look for fucking Ken.
He says like, oh, hey, boys, how you doing? Yeah, drink up, blah, blah, blah. And you see they stop talking a bit and just look at him. They're like, all right. And they start walking on.
Do they all look the same? Is this a brother party? Twin party?
Give me a perception check.
Just want to know if they're dectuplets or not.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's pretty good. No, they do not look dectuplets, though they are wearing similar, very like high-end clothing, right? They do seem almost nobles after a fashion, but not from Orzier. Not from Felicity. And as they walk up, you, even from the hallway, can overhear some conversation because they're not being the most discreet. They're like, oh, just the help walking through. You hear quite a bit with 22. This is what you hear.
Okay.
The high refining's upon us in a year's time, ain't that true? Yeah, it said Ledin want to nominate that Reaver. What? Didn't you, desert to the coastline after the flood? Yeah, but she accrued quite the popularity before doing so, war heroes and whatnot. Maybe he thought the seat would fall to her if Lord Zanuck had been on his deathbed earlier. Well, and they get a little, and this is where you have to really strain your ears. Considering the danger upon the Nokum, the margins always been exposed to the elements and all. It'd be quite a misfortune if something happened to our coastal cousins. Is what you hear as you walk on up.
Looks like it's taking notes. Oh, I did not get all that.
Okay, which part did you not get?
I just took notes on what I could hear.
Okay, I'll repeat it for you
Someone
after.
hired a Reaver. Okay.
Yeah, I'll repeat it
I'm
for
okay with
you.
only having partial notes.
Okay. Most things, high refining.
The dwarves are going to attack their coastal cousins. That's what I got out of that.
Sure, that's actually a good. That would make sense for how much you know.
Lord
Here we go.
Zanuck died, and someone, maybe Ledin, wanted to be lord or something.
All right, and this individual will lead you up this way. All right, just this way here. A beautiful view of the garden, can come and stare at that. You seem like the dark and moody type. He'll go down here and says, "Here's the game room. We got a bath right there." We'll point to the room to the right. Just knock before, and here. This will be your room right here.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
Oh, it's perfect.
Feel free to check in the morning. You got free breakfast with the room. And if you want to stay, just pay up front again.
Great.
All right. Take it easy, kid.
Thank you very much. The door.
Splish splash.
He hears noises from the bath and does not check. Ken kind of goes through all the things that were stored in the jewel, all of Aether's things, and kind of settles them in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of checks to see what he has and what he doesn't. And does he have any clothes or any spare things he can wear?
Yes. You basically, as Aether, just as you were convincing yourself you can, you took everything you had on you and just stored it into your gem. And so...
Okay. So yeah, he kind of changes up his clothes a bit and settles in for the night.
Alright. You settle in, and for once, the voices don't plague you. Is there anything people are doing before turning in for the night?
Honk. Me.
He's just taking his bath.
Okay. Splish splashing.
Oh
Cordelia.
no, we fell asleep all dirty as shit.
Collapse.
Yeah, we're just out.
Just using Noelle as a stuffed toy.
Yeah. It's kind of
And we'll
feeling
take a bath
little
later
rejected.
before. When the bathtub frees up, Ken will go and take his turn.
Okay. Key, are you just cleaning yourself? Is there anything else you're doing?
He's not cleaning, he's just playing.
Okay, I got it. Alright.
Oh man. He doesn't have a sense of decency.
If it takes more than an hour, Ken's gonna poke in, or Aether's gonna poke in new clothes, new face, everything. Just be like, hey, just wondering if the bath will open up soon.
Well,
Open
let's
up?
catch up on that in one sec, because Koya has been out searching for Ken this whole time.
Oh yeah.
Koya,
Hi, I'm
How's it
back.
going?
make me an investigation check.
I'm not proficient, but I tried.
You search high and low, you spend at least an hour, and the sun fully sets, and you find no sign of Lord Ken Arkenfield.
I'm gonna go back in and I'll ask is the bartender around?
Yeah, Ruckus is around. He's closing up shop just a bit, except like there seems to be more noise on the other side of the bar.
I'll just like go up to him now. Have you seen one of our companions leave the tavern? He has a darker complexion with blonde hair.
Can't say that I have. Was he with your group?
Yes. And he wasn't in. He was missing from the room that we were in.
Well, I just finished. Laura said she finished cleaning up that table just like half an hour ago. No one left in there. No possessions. Sorry, son.
Thank you. I appreciate it. He's gonna go back outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this is where my elf heritage comes in handy. I'm gonna search for nearly the entire night, and I'll leave 4 hours to do my rest.
Okay.
Sorry, Kaya.
Koya is out, loyal to the last, searching for Ken Arkenfield.
The guilt.
Tisk.
No, this wasn't intentional.
Ken is living his best, like, new life, new me moment.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, just there worrying, looking under every rock for him.
Early in the night, like early in the morning, like 3 or 4 a.m., maybe like 4 or 5 a.m. Ether wakes up and basically shakes himself, turns back into Ken, gathers all of his stuff, and looks for the room with all of his friends in it.
Okay. One thing, I assume at some point you got Key to get out of the bathtub and did shower or bathe or no?
Yeah, I assume at some point I went and bathed.
Okay, and then Key, you did end up asleep or did you just come back to the bathtub? Or I don't know, what did you do?
He fell asleep in the bathtub,
Okay.
and then Ken wakes him up, I guess. And
Ether wakes you up and then you
Yeah.
like stumble out. Okay.
still wet.
Okay, nope, not that room. Sorry, Mister. Oh, okay.
I'll sleep next to the fireplace.
I'm here. Oh no, sorry. Okay, he looks sleepy. Okay.
Koya, did you like meditate in your room or anywhere else?
I will return after, looking for my missing friend. I'll go back and I'm gonna take the floor again, and I'll nearby everybody, near the door too. And I'll use that to meditate.
Okay.
So
cool.
like right. The game is paused, but
Okay, yeah, you can move.
right
Time did you
here.
come back?
Okay. No, real quick, there is something that happens during the night before you guys rejoin.
Okay.
Okay, one moment. Gotta turn off this happy music.
The tavern
no.
explodes and everyone dies.
Oh no.
Noelle, you come awake very suddenly in Cordelia's arms, so it's a little suffocating, but you come awake and you're unsure at first, but the shock through your
Loud.
system... Yeah, let's lower the shit out of this. There we go. The shock through your system is familiar. Your detect portal ability went off unconsciously, and you detect a very, very strong portal interplanar energy in the city somewhere within your range. And it's not just a portal like you've sensed throughout the tunnels as you've investigated and other things. It's It's familiar. A familiar scent to you, and almost in the memories, a very familiar scent to your brother. Is Noel here?
Well,
Hello.
no, wake up. Did Cordelia choke her too much?
She did.
Welcome back.
Noel.
Okay, so we'll come back to that. We'll
Oh.
try to do some stuff.
Computer froze. GG.
Oh no.
She did hear though.
Okay. Can you? Do you need to restart it, or what's the plan?
Oh, hello.
Oh, you're back. Cool.
Wow. Thanks.
And
Okay. I think when Noelle sensed a portal, she would like open the window and just look outside.
Okay, you pry yourself from Cordelia's like strong, beefy grasp. You come over here and you pry open the window, and you feel strong portal magic, but it's weird. It's not a portal you're sensing. It's almost someone kind of like you, but even stronger, imbued very heavily with the portal magic. And once again, you remember in your memories your brother that was given a duty. You remember a word now that was spliced out of your memory for a sec. Gordon called him a realm walker. You remember the duty given to Arukong in Key's memories. A similar realm walking experience. And you got a brief sense through the memory during the time, but this is even stronger. It's in the night air. You don't have a good look at it. You can't see it. It's dark, but you sense it out there somewhere in the city. What would you like to do?
Can I jump out of the window?
Yeah. You can give me an acrobatic. Oh, you have a climbing speed as Tabaxi. You can just climb out.
Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna... I feel like Noelle would like chase after the presence.
Yeah.
And... Did you tell like how close it is? Or not?
You climb up to a roof, and you know it's within a mile from your senses. It's like a beacon, and you can see almost swirling, like it's almost visible. You've usually sensed it before. It's almost swirling purplish energy you sense. You climb up on the roof, scamper about, and start going from rooftop to rooftop to try to find a bead on it. Give me a investigation check. Oh shit.
Again?
Okay.
And Ken see Noel as he's creeping towards the room and looking for everyone.
This is before when you would be like sleeping.
Oh, I want join already. Okay, tell me when I wake up.
Mm-hmm. Noelle, you bound across rooftops and rooftops, climb, and Jake, you feel all that restless energy from the night's drinking almost wash out of your system as... Are you lying to yourself? Is this is like the closest you've ever felt to sensing something like the energies you and your brother had in common. You find yourself to a rooftop in the middle of the city, and you look up. You can see in the distance on a burrow side by side, there's a large steeple, right? That doesn't seem religious, maybe architectural, but it's a large steeple that goes high, and you see a figure there. You make a perception check as it's a huge amount of swirling purplish interplanar energy swirls around them as they look out into the distance. Unfortunately, you can't make out additional details of gender or height in comparison to you, but they appear to be looking out into the night. They look to have something in front of them placed, and they're looking at a almost large shape in front of them, and then back at the night and back at the large shape. What do you do?
I look towards the large shape to see if I can figure out what they're looking at.
Unfortunately, you can't see the details. It seems almost like a wall in front of them, but that's not part of the building, right? Like, as if they carried and put a wall down and now are looking at this wall and then looking out at the landscape. And as you are looking at them, and you just sense almost this energy coming from them, imbued in them, give me a stealth check.
Oh my gosh.
You can't see their eyes, you can't see their face, but you feel almost their attention and the energy turn towards you.
I feel like Noah's kind of like nervous, and she's just gonna like freeze up, like, because she feels like really close to what she's like been looking for. But now that it seems like it's in front of her, she's like, I don't know what to do.
You see the figure who is on this balcony somehow looking out into the distance from the large steeple, curls a hand on top of the wall and almost folds a bit on itself, still large and heavy, lowers it, and with one single hand you sense evocation of conjuration magic as a gateway opens before them and they step through and vanish.
I think Noah's just gonna sit down and like try to kind of let what just happened sink in.
Let what happened sinks in, and there's just one word in your head that you don't understand the meaning, but it's almost engraved in your memory now. Having heard Gordon speak it to your brother, having heard mentions of it just in your head, almost from vague memories you've had, talking to him, interacting with him. Realmwalker.
Oh.
And he always said you had potential for something, but would never expand. And you sit there and contemplate. Do you return to the inn, ever?
When like daybreak happens, after kind of like, I don't know, reflecting on like my memories and kind of being intimidated by the strong sudden presence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she'll like slowly make her way back to the inn
Okay.
and try to go back through the window.
Well, a couple hours before people are waking up, right? Ken, in this case, you appear at the door. You walk through. Koya, who's meditating there, senses the door open.
Can I break my meditation?
Yeah. I believe you're aware during your meditation.
I mean, yeah, but will that interrupt my my rest?
No, unless you like start fighting or do something right now, right? You can finish it as long as you don't get super involved in something.
You're gonna be like, where were you, little mister?
Lord Oakenfield.
Oh, Chrissy's muted.
Oh, goodbye. Oh, silent gets the silent treatment. Ah, okay.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I forgot. Oh, sorry to wake you. I was just I was upstairs in a different room. I lost track of time. Fell asleep by
See.
accident.
Well, I think the spirits that you want hurt are more hurt than what you already were.
I mean, I'm more worried about yourself. Please, rest up. You still look a little beat.
I will live.
awkward silence. And
Ken just like settles down and goes to sleep.
during it, you guys hear a window squeak open. So Noelle climbs into the window.
Oh. I see a lot of us are restless tonight.
We're just gonna even like Noelle look and then look at Ken,
Not everyone.
and then look at Cordelia.
It's just
I
going for a
will-
walk.
And he's just gonna like go back to just meditating. Maybe with a little bit of an exasperation on his face.
We got some problem children in this party.
All is fine.
You all find a long night's rest, well earned.
Can I heal?
Yeah, sure. If you wish, you can hit the long rest button.
Oh, yes,
If you
please.
wish.
I will explain now. The next step of this is we're going to go into a bit of fast forwarding. Right, the day you spend will be the beginning of likely some downtime, but the one meeting with Vucker he is a service broker in terms of he has services that people request, right, and will bring them to competent individuals that could take up that service. And so, to get some logistics out of the way, he offers you certain contracts that you could take, or, of course, if there's anything you guys as a party decide to do instead, can do that.
Okay.
So, without changing maps and complicating things, I'll say Vucker sits you all down during lunchtime, right? Comes down and says, "Oh, good to see you all doing much better. Y'all, at least aren't as much of a mess. I'm thankful you all bathed, because, no offense, but, the people would likely know if you went out shopping in those cases." Let's see, I forgot to mention, we walked past the bounty board. In case you're wondering, all of those are church-initiated bounties. They do us a good service, keeping criminals off the streets and whatnot. But the contracts I have been from other sources. I have one for the church, but there's also others for other parties involved, noble families, people are willing to pay for competent individuals, as he points to all of you.
And we
Can I
see
ask
to
if
all of
he has a
them.
bounty about B, the same bounty that was on the church board that Cordelia took?
Yeah, like the way he's explaining it, all the bounties up there are at the very least church approved. There seems to be a not a governing force, but a policing force that is under control of the church. It's basically a lot of the church's paladins are part of that force, and so all the bounties that go out are church approved bounties.
Okay. I knew they were hunting tieflings. I'm also just curious if we can get him to sell the bounty to B to us, so he won't give it to someone else if he knows about it.
Oh, he's not dealing in bounties. The bounties go straight to the
Okay.
church. He's dealing in other contracts by church and otherwise, individuals that, put them through the service broker channel.
Then we've done what we can so far. Okay.
Now, you're welcome to take any bounties you wish, though they're often hard to discover, right? There's quite a few pirates. You'd have to go all the way out into the sea. I would not recommend going to Shao's way, considering they're all pirates, and at the very least, they don't like outsiders. But the contracts I have for you are a bit more, run the mill. I have a discerning eye. I can tell y'all are a bit more seasoned. And as long as you're interested, he will start saying which jobs he has to offer.
I can take a listen to all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. These are potential quests for your season 2, right? And like I said, of course, if you guys want to go in a different direction, that's completely fine as well. The first one he has is, we'll label it Trading with the Archies. The Archies, as they are called, are those people that live in Regalia's archipelago. Vucker has a job where you would escort a caravan to Port Case, and then there's a possible job, if you're willing to take it, aboard a merchant vessel that is going to Regalia's archipelago to trade with the locals there. There is a mining survey. There's a noble family called the Bordeaux, who are a very well-known mining noble family that wish to go and survey Noko stone mines. And they want bodyguards and mercenaries to protect them in case of dangers. There is a waste excursion, a contract put out by a mage from the academy who is a researcher that wishes to bargain with the locals of the waste. The waste themselves have a population of individuals that live there, and bargain with the people in the waste and investigate a portion of waste that is unexplored, because it's more a traditional and holy sites. And then last but not least, there is a mission straight from the church that is being requested. It is a sort of survey and problem dealing with Lake Erider. There's quite a few fishing vessels that went missing, and so the church is deciding to hire out some people to at least investigate that first before they themselves devote resources to it. Though it is commanded under, you will be working with church individuals on that mission.
Do we have to decide right now what to pursue?
No, but you should at least talk about, see what people's opinions are, because this is something you should at the very least decide before we start season 2, so I can prepare.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is there a way
Ken will also, when it's just our group, talk about what he overheard from the dwarves to Cordelia. We'll see something about a Lord Zanuck dying, and something about the timing. Someone could have been stronger if he had died earlier.
Does that sound familiar to me?
Make me a history check, Cordelia.
Okay.
There was a Lenin and a Reaver. I don't know what those were. Something about coastlines.
Coastline?
Something about misfortune. If something would happen to their coastal cousins, and I've got a little worried. Anything else that Ash remembers that I don't?
Yes, I will fill you in. I'm also putting the quest that Vucker explained in the thread chat, so it's a little easier for you guys to look at.
Thank you.
Making sure I don't have any spoilers in here. Good. Okay, yeah. That is the basic missions. And he can expand a little bit on each depending on interest. In terms of what you overheard from the dwarves, here it is. So, based on that history check, right? The first word that comes out is a high refining. What you've heard about the Dwarven Kingdom is it's operated by 10 clans. And among the 10 clans, it's a parliament system, but one clan presides over it and usually has the traditional crown on their head via ruler. The high refining is when one of these all these clans nominates an individual, and there is a vote and campaign, and the person that wins the high refining becomes that chancellor and quote unquote the king of the Dwarven Empire, or king or queen. The Leaden you recognize as a almost slur name for one of the clans. It is the Lead Wardens. And if you recall, there's 10 gods in the Dwarven Pantheon. We spoke about briefly color. The one you recall, right? The Warden, that is the patron of the Lead clan.
Oh, so...
So whoever these group of people Ken overheard was, they are definitely
related to my community.
They don't like your community, right?
Yeah.
They are at opposed because from what they're saying, the Ledin wishes to nominate a war hero from the Flood called the Reaver. And to keep that from happening, the Reaver, who was said to have deserted to the coastline, retired to the coastline, right? They suggested that maybe an accident could happen to the Noka margin and the dwarves living there.
So
Lords,
trying to get rid of this Reaver before he becomes Lord.
yeah, and then Lord Zanuck was the dwarven empire who is currently on his deathbed.
Alright, there's a lot of dwarven politics that are you caught up on those, Cordelia?
Well, sorta. I didn't cut communications with my parents, to be fair, but I haven't talked to them in quite a while. But he was definitely talking about the leaders that regard my community. So I don't know what to do, to be honest. I feel like that's just obviously I would want to question them a little more about their intentions, but at the same time it seems to be so much bigger than I am in a
Sounds like
sense.
they might be in danger if they get caught up. Your whole tribe might be getting caught up in these
Yeah,
politics.
I guess I should really warn them. Is there I assume that I've been maybe I'm not really sure if I've been like sending letters to my parents or not.
That's up to
But
you. Have you?
But I know maybe a little bit, not too much, but like every year or so, birthdays or whatever. But maybe I should write them a letter, and I'm not sure if I'm afraid it's gonna put them in more danger if they intercept the letter. But I guess it's better than not doing anything right now. So there's like a I'm gonna go to the front desk and ask for like the postal code or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Like,
Is that postal?
the Felicity is definitely a city that can get you messages to anywhere else on the continent.
Yeah, I'll write them a letter about it.
Okay.
About the whole situation that I've can't overheard.
Other thing to keep in mind, the higher refining will be in a year's time, so there is still plenty of time. It's not like huge urgency.
Yeah. I will still want to let them know. As of now.
Perfect. So we can say Cordelia writes a letter, and then after the session at some point, we can talk about what you specifically wrote.
Yeah.
Alright. What else the rest of y'all thinking about in terms of what you want to do going forward? These missions that Vucker advised, right, will be like starting at the earliest in 2 weeks. So you'll have at least 2 weeks of downtime. And so this is more so just thinking about what does the party want to do going forward.
I want something that will bring us. I feel like we need to go to Yushin soon. I want someone that will bring us in that direction. Because I do want to like have a plan for how we're going to save Ind, just in case it takes a lot of time and we can't finish it if we start a year late.
I think, I don't know. Would Noel have told us her excursion?
Probably not that. Now that she's more sober. But she is thinking about how, like, okay, maybe like I don't need to rush going back to the mountain because it seems like she can like learn from just exploring. So she doesn't really have a direction right now.
I don't want to do the sacrosanct mission.
He thinks we should help the dwarves that are related to Cordelia.
Yeah.
Here's kind of what I think. I'm thinking, what if we took the Regalia's archipelago job? So then we'd be going to where
Was that Cordelia's family?
yeah, where her sister is,
Okay.
where her mother's sister is.
I like that.
Yeah, and then we can go to and then we can sail
Yeah, we're
east.
closer to there.
Yeah,
Right?
and then we could sail east to the Carrion Isles
You
to Ishal's Wake to because that's where the pirates are.
Yeah.
And that's if we're gonna start looking for the Shine Pearl, then that's where we should be. Then that's where we could start.
Yeah.
And then we can sail more eastward to the Nokim, and then we can check up on the dwarves. So then we'd be taking like 3 birds. We'd be taking 3 birds with a stone.
Like, this all seems like the Carrion Isles and the dwarves are kind of more to the south of us. Whereas the Port Kaze and the archipelago is gonna take us up north.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I see.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe we can like beat down a
I like
stone
this.
giant while we're at it.
I feel like this covers like a lot of Cordelia stuff.
Hey, if we're gonna take care of
Cordelia
one...
arc.
Yeah, this is Cordelia's arc.
Cordelia Arc.
Oh, I'm just a baby. Yeah, I think it is a great idea. I'm very into that. Also, I don't, out of character, of course. I don't know how I'm gonna play 2 characters at the same time, but I'll manage.
There might be hints. Hey, how am I gonna be playing 2 different Yushin characters at the same time?
You know what? You're right. I can do it. Let's go.
I got this.
If they happen.
Why would you have to play 2 different Yushin characters, Koya?
Yeah, Koya.
Why would you even need to do that? I thought there's nothing really about your history, nothing special.
Yeah, Koya, what's up
I'm
with
talking
that?
about Kamiya. That's
I
the
don't even know who that is.
that's the other Yushinian PC whom I played in the Shine Pearl.
I actually don't know anything about that campaign, so
I don't know.
Seen the art
I'm
for
making
it.
this up.
Case in point, we'll be fine. But I'm thinking this could be a good choice for us, for our next path, but, I don't know, we could go in very many different routes with, the mission, and we could hit a couple birds.
I'm
With
just
what we have.
terrified that we're not gonna get any hints for the overarching flood. If Inn dies, this campaign ends, right?
The campaign dies with end.
Yes, I believe that is correct. Ash, confirmation?
Well, shit definitely goes down.
Well, at the very least, Ken dies with Ind.
No, we'll say this, right? The pros and cons of each, definitely a lot, right? If you guys go on the Regalia mission, you can hit up Kalkarth and Port Case on the way, so that's something you might want to do because then you can talk to Obak about Inn's core.
Oh god, we need to talk to Cher.
Yup, talk to Cher and whatnot. And
We
then
need to do all that.
bunch of pirate stuff you can do. Cordelia's like, mom and aunt stuff. And then you're right next to the Dwarven Kingdom for how much you want to explore. The Noko Stone mission is both, Noko Stone stuff, as well as you would be working with a noble Felicity family. And that might be helpful in case you want to get a patron, right? Because you guys don't have that much money. And stuff like
We'll
that.
be fine.
And then church stuff is definitely the Lake Erider mission, because you will be working with church personnel as well as outside of Felicity. So those are the two missions that are centered on Felicity. And then the other one is centered on the far bottom left, which is with the Waste as well as with the Arcanist Academy of Seiji. And even those of you that are not very traveled at least have heard that they are the smartest minds on this continent.
That sounds really fun,
Waste
but
excursion.
not as topical.
Sorry. Is this waste excursion from a certain specific researcher who's familiar? Something different.
You asked Bucker that, mentioned Caldora's name. Is like, no, I think it was a older young man seemed to be actually from the Waste, trying to reconnect with his people.
Okay.
I don't know, Caldora's working our own shit.
I mean, yeah, but like,
But yeah, definitely, if you guys are leaning towards the Regalia's Archipelago stuff and season 2 being on the ocean, I can at least keep that in mind. And of course, you guys, once we both for downtime we'll be doing, as well as first session back, there will be chances for you to explore, change your mind, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right.
I would also like to get confirmation that we were cheated on our rooms.
You were not cheated on your rooms. What do you
I
mean?
was charged 1 gold, and then Vucker had us charged 2 gold.
Oh, Bucker was... You were charged as 1 gold for a private room.
Yeah. To go for the multiple bet one.
Yeah. And
That's fair.
For 5 people for 2 gold? It's like, what?
But I really wanted him to be evil and cheating us.
Wow.
He might. I mean,
Well,
look
it
at his
seems like he might have.
look at
Plus,
his
we're per person
fucking
per night.
face.
That's not bad. at all.
Damn.
It's not bad.
Wow.
Look at his face. His Vucker face.
I don't trust him. His name is Vucker.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. I know.
He's
Well,
your
if you ever
dwarven
say
brother.
He's not my dwarven brother. I'm a lonely ranger. I go by myself.
Okay, barbarian.
I
Damn.
think Noelle trusts Vucker a little bit because she's like, this was a good deal.
Nice. Merchant instinct.
Also, we must have the full rest. How do we do that?
Don't worry, because of downtime, you guys are gonna be fully healed, have all your resources back and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to learn how to.
Oh, you would just hit long rest on your character sheet. It's under level 5, half Sea Elf Barbarian. And for this, we do roll hit dice, and so, you expend hit dice. as well.
Rest.
Yeah.
Roll. Set the hit die. Okay. Auto roll. Damn.
Yeah. But good shit, guys. It's fun to be back in the Kindred
Yeah.
party. Kindred Spirits party.
I'm so excited to roleplay more trauma.
I love trauma. It's great.
Let's go full split personality.
I'm gonna see possibly my mom / my family. I'm gonna see my possibly soulmate. This is gonna be great for Cordelia. She's not gonna be
have a
affected
field
by. She's not gonna be sad at all.
You're ready to be in the hot seat.
Oh shit!
Meanwhile,
I
I'm
need
curious
to.
how long.
I need to study. I need to study, y'all.
Noelle's going on a self-discovery adventure.
Mm.
Yes. Noel.
Important.
Honestly, I think Noel story is the one that I really like the most. So good.
And so, our kindred spirits will walk into a new adventure starting very soon.